Hey yo y'all, welcome to the WM Network. It's your WRSTLwrld Cup 37 UFC 5'11" man tournament. I'm your host, Avi Devin, joined by my co-host, Venom.
Hello!
And I hope y'all ready for some fight. Hope you're ready for the scraps, the graps, the snaps, the naps, everything that can end a fight is happening tonight. I'm sure I didn't even mean to rhyme that much either, but that happened. Cool. But I'm ready to see how this goes because, as I said before, we're going to be in it for like a full-ass UFC card tonight with this tournament. To the after, we're looking to be out of here by SmackDown. Let's see if that happens. But one thing is for sure, it's gonna be a good time. So. Yeah, I said we dive into it. We'll do it. And we're up.
Here we go.
All right, let's see how the volume is on this Okay, it's maxed out.
It is.
One second. This is as loud as it gets.
It is Dricus Du Plessis representing Dara, taking on Jose Aldo, representing my co-host here.
Indeed, to the octagon. And we got ourselves an interesting fight situation here because Jose Aldo is the name you are probably more familiar with, but he is also 8 years a senior, 6 inches shorter on height and reach, and got a 40-pound disadvantage, practically unheard of in modern MMA, as we got about 2 to 3 weight classes between these two men. So Jose Aldo, my representative, is got a bit of an underdog fight on his hands. And by underdog, I'm talking a poodle underneath a semi below the bridge.
Oh, couple of kicks.
All right. Going in. Oh, I think we got a solid strike there. Being backed into the corner, though, is Jose Aldo. He can't let that happen to him. Dodging that Superman punch. A little bit of a short kick there. Probably trying to create himself an opening. Is Du Plessis. Du Plessis representing Dara again once more. A man who has had his fair share of struggles in this tournament in terms of coming so close but falling short. It's to the point where just a mere mention of it is probably rubbing salt in the wound. Time for my spiel. Bear with me. We are here and we shall bear. But again, y'all, because of this open weight condition. Oh, he caught that. Again, trying to stay back, stay off the fight. But he has Aldo falling back, and that immediately is creating an opening to take advantage of.
Oh, got him.
Got him pushed. Use the side. Broke the grip, though, to Du Plessis. Oh, rocked.
Oh, kick right to the head.
And I have done. Shouts out to you, Ray. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But now having Du Plessis fall back again, there's going to be 5 5-minute rounds. Open weight tournaments implore these rules. So effectively, every match is competed under what is pretty much championship rules. In the case of Jose Aldo, you can't rely on going to a draw for a victory. You have to definitively win. Still don't understand UFC. I see. Okay. Right. I suppose I shall start with the misunderstandings that you are most focused on. The check hit. Got a few clean strikes at Aldo, but he's going to need more of those. Probably a little bit more flesh. Herb Dean is the referee.
Who's throwing those out there is Du Plessis. Or is it Du Plessis?
No, Du Plessis is what we're going with. Du Plessis is in the black trunks, Aldo in the yellow. Now having him in his full guard. Look like he's trying to push back. He's maintaining the grip on the leg. Back up to his feet against the cage, though. Not the best position in. Oh, that elbow got past his guard there. Yeah, he was starting to. Oh, Aldo is not looking good. Aldo. Oh, he's down.
Out.
Oh, no, he's up.
Oh, no.
He fell down. He was still guarding. He was still conscious. Dean's seen many of fights in his day. He knows when a man can still go. Apparently, he still thinks Aldo can go. After that shot, no, he's up. He's still there. He's still here. This is an interesting bout to be in, though. He's still got 2 minutes on the clock. Those 2 minutes are going to become an eternity if they haven't already for Aldo. He needs to take this to the ground, and he needs to do so in a way he's in control. Why can't they just sweep the legs and start drilling them with hooks? That would be my strategy, because that's a very easy strategy to counter. You see, the thing is, like, if you think of that like strategy A, the average fighter has like strategy F in this scenario alone. So when you try to sweep the legs, they know how to counter those legs. They can take you down. Not if I sit on them. They can't. Well, if they're in the same division as you, they might be able to. Not Prime being featured. Oh, these tagging strikes. And Du Plessis really pacing himself here. Very intelligent strategy. You don't want to go guns ho. We saw that from Aldo earlier, and as a result, Aldo almost went to the ground on a few occasions.
There's blood all over the mat.
Yes, he sprawled that takedown. He's okay. He's still here. He looked like he was probably welcoming Du Plessis into some ground-based exchanges, but Du Plessis knows his game plan at this point, and it is stay up on his feet and try to drop Aldo off of his. Now let me bite him out my inner. Oh, well, as soon as you bite them, you're disqualified and promptly fired.
Oh. He escaped that. Now, Aldo.
He's got that arm trapped. He's looking like he might be trying to take that arm elsewhere. Oh, he's got him. That side grip might be going for an arm triangle there. If he can get his arm from under, if he can get his own left arm from underneath Du Plessis' right arm. Yes, from his right arm. Instead of a north-south position, might be going for a north-south choke. If nothing else, is just trying to minimize Du Plessis' leverage. Again, Du Plessis got a 6-inch reach advantage, and that really helps in these open weight fights. Where just now in these final seconds, you could tell Aldo stalled this round out to survive. He's got to get to his corner, refresh, get a game plan going, because now he knows what he's in there with.
Hey, I said when I talked to the proprietor of this tournament, WRSTLwrld, I said I wanted to see some blood. And I'm seeing some blood.
Yeah, you saw that shot to the jaw. It's a wonder Aldo isn't out. But again, we got one of the most veteran referees in MMA history on the call. And he thought Aldo could still go. And sure enough, Aldo went the whole round. Veteran he is. Former middleweight champion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right under that jaw. That's such a clean strike from Du Plessis. Now, I'm not too familiar with Du Plessis' history, but he's demonstrated in that first round he is great at staying on his feet and throwing efficient strikes. Saw the Superman punch earlier on. We've seen him land flush
and now
punches. And there it is right there, almost on cue, as if I was calling it out for him. Down he goes. Back up to his feet.
Aldo is tough, man. I have to tell you that right now. Aldo is tough. He's just taking these strikes, and he's taking them well.
Exactly. We've seen several clean strikes with the jaw. Again, that shot under the jaw is just like you said it. You said it yourself in that moment. He was out because that's the kind of punch that knocks men out. So Aldo's still in the fight. He can take a solid strike, and there he goes down again, but right back up. And the thing is, Du Plessis needs to be quicker at taking advantage of that. He's now seen Aldo fall 3 times from knockout blows and stand right back up. He needs to follow through on them, but perhaps that's it. He's not a ground-based competitor. He has not gone to the ground but once on his own, and that almost immediately proved to be a disadvantageous position for him.
Yes, absolutely.
UFC or snowflakes, let us fight dirty. No, because the thing is, it's modern day gladiatorialism in the truest route. You need a lot of these policies to really maintain it, and that's it. He's out, immediately out. The way he fell back, the way his head clunked. Du Plessis got the victory. GG's me, but Dara moves on to the quarterfinals, sets the bracket. helps set that bracket, rather.
Dricus Du Plessis with that shot, knocking Jose out on his ass.
Ooh,
Woo!
yeah. He went down from that one.
Could have been instant replay there.
Yeah, everyone surrounding to help officiate that result. In just a moment, y'all, I'll be getting you your bracket.
Oh, it's Massourdine, not Massourdine.
Oh.
With an N. It will be Massourdine Imavov taking on Movsar Eveleov. Or Eveleov, sorry.
Yes. I was not quite quick enough with the brackets here. A brief flash there for you. Yeah, so the winner, Dar, will be taking on Matt Brown, representing Canadian Zebra, in the 5th match, the 2nd quarterfinal. But here we go. For some reason, I was watching this on Streamlabs. I don't need to do that. Also, just saying, let me do a diving moonsault. You can go for it. Time for me to do the lose. But yes, we got ourselves Imavov versus Eveleov. Eveleov being the shorter competitor. I did not get the tail of the tape. I should have been paying more attention. But this is a clear interdivisional matchup. Right off the bat, that height difference is a terrifying one.
It absolutely is. But we are yet to say who is representing who.
Woo!
It is
Very nice.
Woo! It is Massourdine Imavov representing our very own Rhea, taking on Movsar Eveleov, taking on Omega.
Aha, Omega, Alpha, whose color, funny enough, is normally red, and Rhea representing the Blue World Order with the blue chunks to help keep it track of, as these names are quite complicated. We actually practiced them before the stream.
We
probably
did.
Still aren't doing the best. At least in my case. I'm trying so hard to be smooth with it, and I think that might be helping me butcher it. Blue World Order. Oh, Blue World Order. No, Blue Wrench Order. Oof. I did it wrong. It was imposters.
We're down on the ground currently.
Yes, and in full mount. No, not in full mount, but in full guard, rather, is Eveleov.
I believe Movsar is in the red.
This is correct. Blue Wrench Order. Gosh, get your stable names right. Right?
That was a tough kick right to the head. Oh, double leg, or single leg, rather.
Oh, just
Went
swinging
for
it.
that big kick.
Went a little too high with it. Barely had to tuck. Barely had to duck.
Single leg.
Off.
Just pushes his head down into the mat, and he kicks him.
Oh, caught him with that knee in the way.
Oh.
And you see, that's a dangerous game to play, is to go for a takedown on the wrong time on Eveleov. It's Imavov and Eveleov.
Imavov and Eveleov.
Imavov, okay.
I believe. Yes.
I can look right over and see.
Oh, single leg. But he's got him in the guillotine.
Oh, yeah, he looks like, again, might be, if he could float over, might be able to turn that into an arm triangle. Right now, just a side guard. And there he goes. He looks like he's going just for that. His knee on the top. Okay. Measuring for a strike. Nope. Realized it may not pay off the way he wanted to. Try to trap that arm in between his legs, perhaps. Imavov knows it's coming, though. Trying to maybe leverage himself against the cage. But that might actually turn into the strategy that Eveleov implies. Pushing him away from the cage now. Oh, and he's done. No? No, he's not done. It looked like a tap for me for a second. It was not called.
Very red.
Exactly. That's what made me think that was a tap. But he looked like he was thinking of a tap, realized he had a way out, took it. Those short little shots. Not much leverage for him. But one might create the opening if they need it.
He made his head whip back.
Oh, the shots in the ribs didn't work. Went right back to the face there. You see, this is where being the smaller man comes in play. You actually have much more advantage in positions like this, where your reach is limited, because they're used to limiting the reach of that of a larger competitor. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's looking for a ground and pound situation. Again, this man getting gassed. Oh, right back into the full mount. This is exactly what he needs to do. Oh.
Massourdine just on the ground here.
Oh, transitioning. He's looking to get good at the back. Transitioning over to get the back.
Mount.
Okay. He's got a back mount. Looks like he's trying to decide where he wants to go from here. Probably just catching his breath while he's in control.
Those
strikes shots
besides the head, those temples.
Yep, those measured strikes. What's going to give first? Consciousness or stamina? Well, now we're falling over, so we got a bit of a half guard situation here. Eveleov fighting from underneath. Looking to turn that into a full mount, and that's where it could get really dangerous. The roles reversed that full mount. The larger competitor could just hammer away.
Imavov might.
Right. On the round, we made it the round. It's hard to tell who really had the control over that round when it comes to judges' decision. And we do still have to consider that possibility. Despite these size differences, it can still go the distance. And that's when those judges are going to come into play. And that's when it comes down to who had control during those rounds. And history, statistics will tell you the larger competitor. But Eveleov indefinitely held his own here. You see, especially after a kick like that.
Yeah, I have to agree with that point. Eveleov is just a monster in this octagon here. Oh, but a couple of shots from Imavov.
Just tagging him up, just showing him right there that distance is not an issue for him. And that's the problem, right? You have to embrace that reach your larger opponent has when you want to go in for your own strikes. Know that they can hit you before you even have the ability to hit them. Oh, shot for the leg there while he went for a strike. Very, very smart timing. Unfortunately, the cage was a little too close to Imavov there.
Went for that uppercut. Oh, boots him right in the face.
Sweet.
Might have been looking to grab him.
Indeed, but the large competitor had it scouted.
Was Imavov. Or Eveleov, rather.
Landed.
Oh, the body shot just missed. Absolutely whiffed. Oh, single leg. Pushing him against the cage. But he's reversed by Imavov.
Ooh. Shooting for the leg again, really trying to take this to the mat. We can tell now Eveleov knows where he is strong. And again, we go back to that head kick in the first round. That was clear demonstration that standing is not where he wants to be. But then again, that timely counter can really play to Eveleov's advantage. Imavov, though. Oh, with the body shots, getting a little closer. You see, that's where Imavov can really take control over this fight if he wants to. Oh, those clean shots. Oh, he's looking for... Again, you got to keep in mind those knees. You have to be very well timed with those. They are not on both. If your opponent's not fully planted on both feet, you cannot throw a knee from a standing position. It's too much leverage. You can legitimately damage a human being's life. So watch where those knees go. especially
Our
being a
camera
larger competitor. It
operators.
might be an incidental situation. It might be less forgiven.
Yes. Nevertheless, our camera operators focused on this action, as are we.
Staying close to the center as well. Eveleov particularly needs that for his case here, but Imavov throwing those huge shots. Only so many need counter. Oh, you see that knee.
Straight to the head.
You see that knee. It was measured up earlier, but not able to follow through. Taking him down, finally against the cage, but he was able to do it. Oh, turn it around. Might be going for a Kimura. He's got that arm. He might be going for a triangle indeed. Oh my God! We were not ready to see that from the smaller competitor in Eveleov. Wow, Eveleov, look at the hook. Hook that arm back. I'm not sure what he might be going for, but he's got the head measured up for those shots. Oh, pulled him right back into position. Now the cage is not a factor. Imavov has to get it out from underneath, quite literally here. The worst position he was in the last fight was this exact position. Well, not this exact position. It's just as a half mount as opposed to a full mount. All the same, though. Needs to get off the ground.
Imavov is not a ground guy. That's why he's trying to get him off. He's trying to get Eveleov off.
Yes, and even if it has a history of ground, has a historical ground game, or better than we were giving him credit for. We see there's a blood now in this fight, not sure quite from who. Then we can surmise that he at least is outclassed in this fight when it comes to the mat game, as he's been trying to keep it standing. Oh, those shots, that's dangerous. Needs to block. There he goes. Blocks it, gives the grip back, tries to throw him off, not quite able to make it happen. Really clinging to the larger opponent is Eveleov.
Half mount.
And it looked like he was trying to trap that arm, maybe pass it entirely. Try to break that grip. And you see, you got to imagine there's more gas in the smaller tank. Oh, he's got the leverage of the cage, going for that arm triangle and knees pressed, though. He's given up. He went for those shots. Blocked both of them, really. The second one landing better than the first, though. Trapping the arm now. He might be able to get these crucifix elbows. And instead, knows where it's coming from. At this point, he's going to have to wait this round out. Only got a few more seconds on the clock. Looks like Imavov will survive.
1.
But just as the key word there is survive. Now all of a sudden Imavov is surviving. Imavov has probably exerted a lot more energy than Eveleov. Imavov's got to come into here. He's got to land a knockout strike. I firmly believe that if this goes to a round 4, it is not his fight.
I mean, I'm kind of inclined to agree with you. However, Imavov has shown that he has the striking game on lock.
Yes, exactly. So it could turn around on Imavov quickly. Imavov has size here, but it does seem like the technique is falling in the favor of his opponent tonight. So this third round will be telling if it even goes the distance. Both men throwing a strike the first time. We saw Imavov throwing the first two. The second round, I think he's changing up. Checking the kicks. Top of the nose. Oh, we got some strong strikes. Oh, no, this isn't looking good. Springing to his feet.
Oh, is it? It's Eveleov.
Eveleov? Eveleov?
I think it's Eveleov.
Eveleov. Okay. Imavov and Eveleov. Okay, sure. Wow. Saying all of this with round 1 losses. Yeah. Oh, that body shot. With Eveleov not doing much about it. Maybe we should have just looked up the phonetic pronunciation of their names.
Maybe we should have.
Quarterfinal. To be fair, this is the first round, not the quarterfinal.
Oh, what a shot! Oh, he just said Ilavov. What the fuck?
Ilavov? I don't even know.
This is hard. Oh, got him down
no.
on the mat.
Again at that half guard. Oh, no, he's got himself into a full guard. Imavov. Oh, dodge that strike. Virgin. Oh, he's trying to throw his legs to the side. Might drop right into him. Oh, yep, and there it is into the side control. This is a dangerous position to be in for Imavov, and he's got 3 whole minutes on the clock. That is forever till the end of this round. And again, I think he needs to win this one. He needs to take this round. And there it goes. Sure looking for a back control. Flips down into the full mat. Not the full mount, rather full guard for Eveleov. I think, Stephen, that makes me feel so much better. I'm trying to specify the rounds because these 11-person tournaments can be confusing. Because a lot of times people think the first round is by default the quarterfinal, when it's really just the third to last round, and most tournaments only have 3 rounds in them.
Now, as I heard from commentary, I believe Imavov is a kickboxer.
Imavov. I see. That would explain why the desire to stay to the ground and those intense kicks. Okay, so Imavov and Eveleov. Wow. Oh, shot down. Took that. Completely avoided. Opted not to try and maintain control or stay in grip.
Oh, got Imavov there.
Takedown. Oh, that knee is crucial. Oh, that teep. Oh, no, he's up. Oh, he was backing off. And maybe he should have stayed on him. The referee didn't call anything. Imavov a little too forgiving there. That's crucial. Oh, no, to the mat now. Oh, just misses. Oh, this is dangerous for Imavov. Eveleov nearly claims the victory there. Half mount now.
Minute 31, minute 30.
We got 90 seconds on the clock. Wow, and just to tell you, the last time we called out the time, how much has happened in those 90 seconds. These fights move like lightning. If you aren't in those final 10 seconds, you shouldn't be counting on the round ending by time. Oh, and you see, if you're trying to fight back now, but it's dangerous. Oh, block. Very crucial block from Imavov there. Trying to escape this side control. Trying to mount, realized he wasn't going to get it. Went back down into side control. Probably realized Imavov was going to try to spring to his feet there. Had very little control over keeping him on the mat.
Imavov's eye is fully red.
Oof.
Oi!
Oh my gosh, he is laying in those shots. So we were coming in just now in those final 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Is Imavov going to use the leverage of the cage? Trying to bridge out. Trapping that arm now.
Oh, and keeping control over that arm. Just looking to try and end it in these final strikes. And it looks like we are going to a round 4. Almost didn't want to give it up there to Eveleov. It's a very dangerous situation to be in if you're Imavov. Though Eveleov is looking like he is pretty messed up. This could end by doctor stoppage.
Oh, yeah, it very well could.
Too swollen, you can't get that swelling down, you can't see in the fight. The referee is not going to sanction you to keep fighting.
That's just common sense.
And look at that eye. That main target of Evelov's. Imavov, if he can see out of that side of his face, it's a miracle. And they're letting it happen. Round 4 is a go.
Round 4 is indeed a go.
Round 4 of our second fight here in the first round of the 2WC 37. We got Imavov representing Rhea and Eveleov representing Omega.
Straight to the back of the neck.
That kickboxing background coming into play, though he's got a bit of a gingerly step to himself, if not a limp, and that could help him take down. Oh, grip that arm. A few good shots to the face there. Try and swell up Eveleov even more. Probably isn't going to have the fight stopped for that alone in the middle of this round. but would lead to a knockout. Because at this point, that's what we're seeing happen. Surely that's where we're going with this. If you're Imavov, you got to get a knockout to win this. You're not going to pull him down to the ground and get a submission victory over him. Not without a severe slip-up on your opponent's part. Tagging him up.
Yes. Tagging him up, indeed. Oh,
and
double
takes
leg.
him down up against the cage. Double leg. It looks like he's trying to lean himself up again. No, pulled right back in to the guard, half guard now. There you go. At this, if you're Imavov, you know what you got to do here. You got to swell up those eyes. Got to make it hard for him to not see. And granted, when you're that close to an opponent, sight is probably not the primary sense. All the same. It's a war of attrition, especially at this point in the fight. Oh, my God. That was a straight jab underneath the jaw. And there's another one. Imavov's got to be careful. Can't let those strikes land. Again, we're at the 3-minute mark, and he is not doing well for himself. Tell you what, I will.
Round 5 somehow. Imavov is in trouble.
That's exactly what I was saying coming into this round. I'd be surprised if we make it to a round 5, but my call was he doesn't win this fight if it goes past round 3. Personally, it's looking like he has a chance still. But it's one of those slim chance situations. One slip up, one lucky movement from his opponent could end him. And it's interesting.
Half guard.
Only pushing off the cage there. You saw sole of his feet. Almost trying to pull him back into that position, looking to use the leverage of the cage, especially going for that arm triangle. Oh, man, if he doesn't have the strength to guard, but he's got his knee on the ribs. It's a typical sign that the fighter does not have control of that submission. But don't want to give up the control they have over their grounded opponent. Back into the half guard. A little traded jabs. At this point, this late, I don't see either of these men having enough gas in the tank to knock each other out with a strike this short. But again, strike there.
Oh, full mount? No.
Full mount, trying to keep him true. Oh, and he exactly knows where this is going, but you can't stay this way forever. And that's exactly how much is left of this round in fighter time.
And they're back up.
Oh, this is a dangerous game. Gingerly to their feet, both men. Next big strike wins the fight, I am almost certain. Whew. Though he lands a couple of those jabs, and Eveleov barely moves. Pushing the larger opponent back. Is a good sign for Imavov. Goes for a little test check kick there. Not sure if he should be throwing out strikes like that.
Turns him onto the cage. Turns Eveleov.
Oh, those body shots. That's crucial. Get him breathing heavier. At this point now, you can see their mouths hanging open a little. Those jaws are loose. A good shot wins.
Knees. 45 seconds left on the clock. Uh-oh. Imavov rocked a bit. Is he out on his feet? Oh!
Ooh, down to the ground, but again, Eveleov did not capitalize on that. Feeling the lack of energy. We're in the final 30 seconds here. And there it is! Imavov to the quarterfinals. Wow! With 24 seconds left in the 4th round, you had to believe this fight was not going in his way without a shot like that. And sure enough, that overhand right just swaying the left fist that was meant to block, grazed that eyebrow, knocked unconscious. Unfortunately, Omega, this was your fight. And representing you in the red trunks was Movsar Eveleov, who was winning this fight by points, but just one powerful strike from the kickboxing foe. Deep into the 4th round. I'm sorry, my friend. GG's, you put on a hell of a fight.
GG's indeed.
I hope you still feel inclined to stick around because it's been some fun action. Just in the first 2 fights we've seen. Y'all see that? Act up in chat, and I'll do that to you. Rhea will Imavov your ass. Y'all got some echo? Yeah, I've noticed that. It's kind of hard to work on at the moment. I've done what I can do about it.
Now it is Till versus Mike Perry.
Oh, wow, that noise makes... Okay, fine, be that way, computer. Even though I turned that noise off. I didn't even advance the bracket.
Mike Perry looks a little different than I thought he was gonna look.
Right? It's time.
Till and Perry, Till in the red, Perry in the black, I believe.
Again, I missed the
Oh, Mike.
Oof. Who makes the tournaments again? It is Jesse, WRSTLwrld on the server. This is, and you know, for his own namesake, you know. But yes, he will typically record these, and for the last few months, I've been playing them on my own end, mainly because they've been games I can play, but also due to circumstances. But now it's back in Jesse's hand where he records them ahead of time, which is why we know how long we'll be in it for, you know. Which is part of the reason why this is happening on its not usual night of Tuesday. Because this is going to be a long one.
Yes, it is.
But yes, y'all, please do drop a thumbs up if you're enjoying the vibes. These two lads just kind of tagging each other up, kind of war, you know, really getting a feel for each other. And they're actually going at it something fierce. They look more evenly matched size-wise. Kind of ask them to have some game coming out. That's not how that works, Omega. How it works is the champion decides the tournament. Whoever is the champion determines the game that the tournament will be fought in. The only circumstance has to be that the game can have one-on-one CPU competition. Yeah. Woo. Yeah.
If you had won, you could have.
Fucking damn it.
Put forth. I don't mean to sound mean.
That's why I was like, damn. Because it did. But no, yes, he did not mean it that way. I know he didn't.
But yeah, if you had won, you could have chosen the new boxing game coming out because it would have been your choice. No, I'm not trying to start something, Omega.
To be fair, Omega, the only beef that exists between y'all two is a beef you have spawned.
That's fair. That's fair as well. Mike Perry in the black with the mohawk looking haircut.
Trying to start something.
Maybe like a faux hawk type?
My bad. That was sorting things out. This rivalry isn't over. This one-sided feud isn't over.
Oh, Darren Till in the red.
Again, representing Jack Questionable. Up against Mike Perry, representing our own Venom. I forgot about Mike Perry. Mike Perry is kind of a beast. Actually, I don't know if I'm mixing him up with somebody else now. The hairstyle could just be messing with me. Yo.
Oh, Superman punch.
Dabbing. Ooh. Tagging him up, and we're just under 2 minutes now within the final 100 seconds of this round. We already got blood all over the place.
Oh,
I believe
man.
that's Darren's blood. Yes, thumbs up, gang. Trying to create himself an opening. It's Darren Till. This isn't looking too good for him.
Oh.
Ooh, that strike was clean on the jaw. Dodged that Superman punch, that left-handed Superman punch, no less. Interesting. Double strikes there. Not sure which one hindered the other. Both of those could have landed flush if thrown a second earlier.
Mike Perry with the boot. I wouldn't say Tiffany sucks, but I'm a fan of her character. Although, let's get back to the action, my friend. Which we are now. 30 seconds to go.
Oh, swaying that Superman punch again with a spinning back kick. That would have been damning if caught in the liver.
Oh!
That's coming from Ray, resident Tiffany stan. Somewhat Is that are untrue and not say things that... But yes, that was very much a feeler out first round. Both these men know they're in for a 5-round fight, and I do believe that they are relatively evenly matched, if not in the same weight division, which is the first we've got in this open weight tournament. I did not catch the tail of the tape the second time. I do need to get better about doing that. So how's the tournament so far? Oh, you dipped out, Dara? My bad. Yeah, it's been pretty dope. You got the win in the first fight, definitively, mind you. But then the second fight was like a slobber knocker going into like the middle of the fourth round. No, actually towards the end of the fourth round. And the larger of the two competitors won, advancing Rhea. Sorry, was you? No, you're good, bud. I was like, I didn't realize you had left. So I was like, oh, my bad. Like, I thought you would, like, it caught me off guard, I guess. Now, I'm not holding it against you, bud. You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, and again, there you go, connected with that Superman punch. But...
Oh.
Round the bend with his left hook, but got caught flush, did Mike Perry by Darren Till. There we go.
Darren Till with the point advantage thus far.
Yeah, you could argue he had control. Ooh. I believe that was the strikes landed. I believe in Darren Till.
Oh, maybe.
I believe in Darren Till.
Clap, clap.
Ooh. Bent to the knees there, did Perry. Oh, caught him flush, though. Perry is standing strong in this fight. We have not seen him fall back much. We've seen him be definitive in throwing his strikes. Takedown, even though coming up against the cage, still gets the takedown. Oh. Looking to take control. He's got the rear. Oh, this is not a good position to be in, especially trying to get around. Okay, very intelligently did twist his arm, get his leverage back. Back control, mostly still. Now he's a side control for Till.
North-south.
I'm going to call a knockout in the last couple seconds. You're thinking so? I mean, hey, not for nothing in those final 30 seconds. We got that in the second round. Literally, it was 25 seconds left on the clock of the fourth round. Bop.
Oh! Might have been looking to finish him off. Was Mike Perry. Oh, man!
Oh. Was not at all where he needed him to be for that knee. Indeed it is. Would not be surprised if this is another second round knockout. Right? That thrust kick caught him right on the temple. Oh, missing the high kick. Very interesting form to that high kick, mind you. Oh, dropping Perry. Did not follow through on it, though. Probably saw that Perry could have taken advantage of that if he had sprung in on him. Oh, pushing up. Hooks the arm. Nice shot to the jaw there. Spinning back fist. Not connecting very well. New attempt.
Oh, got him with that kick. He's
that
losing.
Calf kick.
He's losing. Get him.
Looking like he was a little rocked there. Oh. Might have been going for another spinning back fist. Saw he was not anywhere near him to throw that arm out. Staying against the cage. Not sure if that is intentional or not. Both men now against the cage. That might be cutting into that left side reach for Darren Till. Limiting the variation of strikes he can throw. Ooh, that nice little liver kick to the midsection. Tagged. Going for a low kick. Mike Perry. Bobbing, dodging, weaving. Blocked a few strikes there. Mike Perry is still very much game, but he need not get cocky. It does look like he's got Darren Till on the ropes, but that is when men are most dangerous.
Absolutely.
Sight Imavov of last match. And again, keeping up against the cage, although staying a little bit far out. Oh.
What?
Oh, someone's a little too bloodied. They're having a... Oh, this is interesting. Might have a doctor stoppage situation. I know, explaining to him that the fight is going to continue. Just had to make sure he was all right. We're going to resume the round now.
I thought I heard his nose is broken.
It probably is. But he is looking like he's still ready to go, and he is being informed that this is indeed the case, and he's going to consent to that to continue the fight. He has chosen to do so. Stakes are high. Not going to give it up. But that's a dangerous spot now. A dirty Darren Till could clock him right in the nose, and that could be serious damage and probably the end of the fight. Oh, you look at there. That was already a close shot.
45 seconds left on the clock.
There is a certain unspoken respect fighters have to not go for that. The fact of the matter is, this is a sporting competition. You are not trying to end your opponent's life or damage their quality of life. Trying to win. Before I agree, think I'm more so stuff. Oh, that's cute.
Hopefully you washed it off.
Yes, but yeah, but all the same, that is cute. The dog like, oh, let me help. That's very wonderful.
No, yeah, that is pretty wonderful.
Oh, he tagged him, dropped him down. I see. Did not follow through. Knew that was the end of the round. Did Till just getting a few extra points with the ref there at the end. If I'm not mistaken, Till's been getting more strikes off, and you look at the damage done by the quantity of strikes. This is where the attritional aspect of MMA comes into play, because sometimes you need not knock out or tap out your opponent. You just need to beat them to the point where they're not able to continue fighting. Oof, but you see, strikes like that were really laid into Till. So Till's had either some incredible reserve or a weird balance of luck. It was in the kitchen island. It was in the plastic cover.
It was a plastic cover. Okay.
Gotcha.
I thought you were saying you were working in a kitchen.
Yeah, no, gotcha. That's still cute. Oh, I get you. Okay, now I'm following. It's covered. It really is. And you see both these men bloody in their respective ways. At least one wound open and fresh on each of them. So we go into the third round now.
Yep, total strikes landed.
Ben go. Ridiculous.
I'm not going to clean the ring. Oh! Oh! Got him down on the ground.
Back up to his feet, though. Oh, that's bad. Oh, he's still going. Wow, he flung to his feet, almost matrixed up to his feet. Mike Perry knows that there are some extra eyes on him. If he can't continue this fight, it's going to be stopped. And he doesn't want that just as badly as he wants to win. Oh, but that might be out. Oh, following through? No, but did not get through. Again, oh, these. Got ourselves interesting camera kid. Drone camera following through. Right here on the opposite side of the cage now. Perry looked like he was out for a second, but for some reason the referee not calling the fight. Probably lending some leniency to Perry, who either was playing possum or just had enough signs of life in him to not call the fight. Actually, during a fight, someone gets in the cage and cleans them out while the fight's going on. That'd be ridiculous, but understandable, but ridiculous. Like, try to work around the fight, that'd be so distracting. The fighters would be so pissed about that shit. Oh, throwing these blows.
Mike.
Elbow going in.
Mike has got to get up off the mat. It seems that Darren Till has a great ground game. Or
Just
maybe
saying
that just Mike is not very proficient.
It's possible that he's outclassed, but sound competitor all around. It's very likely it's just the way this fight has played out has really worked against his favor. He's having a hard time breathing. A broken nose is really catching up with him. Even if Darren Till isn't hitting him straight in the face, those shots to the noggin one way or another is rocking him up and down. The man is not seeing straight. So I didn't know Prime was a sponsor of you. Yeah.
North-south. And Mike Perry is back up. You have to be kidding me.
This is a dangerous position for him to be in, all the same as on the ground, because we saw him get, the last time he was on his feet, he got knocked to the ground. Almost unconscious, mind you.
Minute 55 on the clock.
If he wins, he's going to win it all. Mike Perry.
I would have to assume so. But Darren Till is not a pushover, as we have seen. Went for an overhand strike. The blocking from Mike Perry is just immaculate.
It's very much needed in this situation. We're from the final 90 seconds of this round, and it's not looking good for Mike Perry. He's on the defense. He can't hold the stall out. We're over halfway through the fight, but one has to wonder how much he can stand to stall out. Oh,
and he's
out. Wow. We're discussing his possibilities and we're realizing how much of a corner he was backed into just as he hits the final corner. The final part of that corner, and bam, underneath the jaw yet again. Knocked him unconscious. What a performance. GG's, Ben. But unfortunately, Darren Till carries Jackie Questionable, returning Jackie Questionable to the quarterfinals right proper. Now we're coming down in the ring with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean is going to stop this contest at 3 minutes, 57 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Darren the Gorilla Till.
Darren Till.
Look at that. Sporting after the division. There you see your bracket once again advanced. We have our quarterfinal set. We'll be moving into our first quarterfinal, which was determined completely by buys. It will be Hex, represented by Misha Circunov, in the heavyweight division against Michael Venom Page, who I believe is in the middleweight division. This is going to be a rough competition to be in if you're Venom Page. So he is quite the competitor in his own division, but being 2-3 divisions away from his opponent, that is some damning odds to be put against. And again, Hex represented by Misha Circunov up against Forever Craig's Michael Venom Page. That record from Misha. It says a lot about his odds is here.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our fourth match. Fourth bout.
White Omega?
They called Darren Till.
Oh.
The gorilla.
Okay, I was like, huh? Because, like, I knew Michael Page was Venom, and but I was like, Misha Circunov? That's his nickname? So I didn't catch it on the graphic.
No need to worry.
Tagging him up. Neither man really can get some. Oh, there is the
Oh.
first real strike to lean the advantage for someone. Yeah, despite the weight difference, nearly eye to eye with these competitors. Imagine the reach is similar.
Single leg
Alrighty,
takedown.
Omega. Hope to see you back soon.
A little bit, because he was so sure that he could defend these takedowns. That confidence came from the practice room. But once again, it's one thing to do it in practice opposed to doing it under the lights.
No short shots. I'm going to do... Oh,
Oh,
there you go. Get a more measured strike on your opponent. That's going to do you some favors.
absolutely. Venom Page on the mat, as opposed to Circunov, who was on top of him.
Inside control. Cage leverage if he needs it, although a little distant from it. Oh, those shots.
Whew.
Venom's absorbing him, but how long can he go for that? How long can he go through that? Into full mount now.
Oh, and Venom Page is just eating that elbow. Wow.
Some big strikes to get hit with early on. And right back into position for that full mount, trying to spring him off. Misha staying in full control of the situation. Whatever he wants to do, maybe this is just it, but he isn't letting go of this position. He's not trying to advance into another position. He's just throwing these strikes. He's just looking to do this damage. Oh, he shifted that arm over. He might be going for an arm triangle. The S grip there by Page. Lost it. Trying to grip it once more. Transitions out now, taking back control a bit. Not quite back mount, but with the waist control, opting to just spring off. Tagged him there. Probably wasn't ready for Misha to get right back in. No, for Page rather to get right back into it.
Whew. These strikes are just disgusting.
Oh, that knee was crucial. That camera right there for the action. I imagine you had sweat splatter on the camera. Blood if there's any. But I don't think we're quite there yet. Misha Page still light on his feet. Ooh, and that almost cost him. Taken down immediately. Capitalizing is Misha. Now he's getting into that. He's getting that north-south position. Not quite sure if that is the case. Transitioning, trying to take the back now. Indeed, he does with the back mount. Not sure if he goes for the rear naked or if he's just looking to lay more strikes in. Transitioning into a half control. Full guard.
Now the full mount.
No, sorry, full mount, yes. Oh, looking to block these shots now. Here's Venom.
Minute left.
Blocks 2 of those 3 strikes. The first one connected. Back to his feet. I think we see where Michael Page is most comfortable. At the very least, in a match with a heavier competitor like Misha, who is just on the heavyweight limit.
Oh, that overhead strike. Misha.
Oh, looking for that hap. Oh, and there it is. Oh, not quite. Transitioning back now into the full guard is Page. He's going to stay on the ground. This is looking like the most comfortable position for him to do it in. As we're in those final 10 seconds, looking like he's just trying to stall out, get those few little shots in as he can. And there it is. Both men just waiting for the call. I'm fine. I'm a betting man. I say the first round goes to Misha. Although Michael Page did have quite a few sturdy strikes in there. But the ground control was all Misha. And it was a dangerous game to be playing if you're Michael Page. Look at that kick to the high head. Welcome back, Omega. You just missed the first round, really. And it was a attritional first round, you could say the least. Misha Circunov getting the lead in the red trunks. Right, that kick was so ridiculous, literally right here as he was leaning into it. A little lower, that would have been knockout blows. Okay, touch of the gloves into the second round. Both men still sharing the respect. Being back to the corner immediately is Michael Page, but staying light on his feet. But not sure how much of that is for show. That takedown was intense. Takedown into side control. Almost a football tackle there. UFC 3. Bruce Lee was in the game. That's wild. I didn't even know that. I played UFC 3, but I never knew he was in the game. I only played it a few times. Damn, I'm out like a light. Right, Dar? That was rough. I just saw that message. I'm sorry. That was in reference to the last fight.
Might have been ready to tap was Michael Page. Misha Circunov just with the side control.
Landing at those short shots to Page's head there. He's really shifting around. Looked like he was trying to take Mount elsewhere. Wasn't working out for him. Now Page back to his feet. But still on the defense. Their arms getting tangled up in some strikes there. Woo. Seems like he is swaying inward from Misha's strikes those last few times. Over one of his strikes now with that Superman-like elbow. Oh, up against the cage. One step back before that sway, and that could have been the end of the fight for him.
Circunov.
What the hell was that, right? They're like arms are like getting caught up on each other striking, and it was like the forearm clash. Reminds me of in Avatar: The Last Airbender when they'd have the Agni Kais and they'd put their hands together like this. Oh no, I think that was the Agni Kai. But yeah. Superman elbow just jump over his opponent. Right? Literally, this strike was like right here. He jumped over and went bop. Oh. The camera shifting around as both men get to their feet. The camera, we went to the opposite side camera, and because of the zoom, we didn't get to see the animations of them standing up as that was happening. Yeah, for a second I was like, what? I thought we were doing another like potential referee stoppage spot, but no.
I love how you said spot, implying this is scripted.
Hello, Cam. Welcome, my friend. Your first match is actually coming up next. Great timing on your part. Hope you've been doing well. Hope your day's been nice to you. Yes, we got ourselves the fourth fight of the tournament thus far. Our first quarterfinal here. Both competitors getting a bye into the quarterfinal. The lucky ones of an 11-person bracket, you could say. So, fully fresh. The first demonstration from both sides. And Hex is looking like he's got some solid chances just in the fact that he has someone in the heaviest weight class in an open weight match. In an open weight tournament, rather. Keep control. That mount with that full mount. Looking like, oh, went to a butterfly guard. Did not maintain it though, did Page, and now getting stung by Misha is Venom. Oh, those strikes from the top. And we're down on him. This is not looking like a very good second round for him. Again, I'd say this is Misha's round if it goes to the judges. And having the first two rounds kind of locks in a win for him one way or another if this doesn't end definitively in favor of Page, who is pretty much just waiting for the call. shooting for that arm triangle. Don't think he can get it off in time, and there's the call for the round. On top for the second time in a row, Misha Circunov. But, historically also speaking, heavyweight's got lower reserves of stamina, so maybe the long game is what Michael Page plays here. You see that. That was a solid leg kick from him, but that right hook almost sent him to bed. Sheesh. And again, those mounted strikes. Things are not looking good for Forever Craig's representative here. Trying to wear down his opponent. At this point, yeah, are you just gonna eat the blows? You know, just take these shots. Hope he wears himself out. Catch a slack jaw with a right hook. We saw that happen, albeit with not the person we thought the strategy was setting up for in the second first round fight. Massourdine Imavov representing Ray will be facing off against David Runner in our third quarterfinal. David Runner represented by Ovince St. Preux.
Yes.
Oh, interesting transition there from Misha. Almost like a butterfly mount, transitioning over to the side mount there, but now in control and back up to his feet is Michael Page. Again, Michael Page, almost every single time this fight's got control on the ground, went right back to his feet. We know where he's comfortable. We know where he's looking to get the win. But we also see that the strike-based game goes in favor of Misha. We got Page against the cage once more. This is dangerous.
Somehow, Michael Page is still up. And he's fighting back against Circunov.
That Superman punch, that jab-like Superman punch, not connecting. One from Misha, also entirely missed. Uh-oh. Why'd the stream just start lagging? Hello? You here?
You here?
I don't think I think so. Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. I guess my connection just started buffering. That was wild.
That was wild.
Seems like we're all good here, y'all. Do apologize, though, if you experience some brief buffering. I just saw everything buffering all at once, and I was like, what? You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. Don't scare me like that.
I got really into the fight.
No worries. Breaking away the grip on his leg there. And the sprawl mount. Stream froze for me. I had to rejoin. No worries. We sorted it out, I do believe.
Okay. Circunov with that half guard, I believe. Now on to the side control. What is this? Bit of a
Oh, it looks like he's going for a Darce choke. Oh, not quite able to lock it in, though.
I've never seen that before.
Yes, it's a very rare choke. It's a very specific one to get locked in. It's up there with the gator choke and the ninja lock. Those are some very sneaky submissions you have to get in a very specific position, usually mid-transition. So you don't see them often, if at all, from fighters, and it usually has to come from someone who has a solid ground game.
You know a lot more about UFC than I thought you did.
So, yeah. A few of my friends got really into it, and I just pick up a lot from them. I've always been very inquisitive about these things, especially because I want to see more. I like seeing MMA and pro wrestling cross over. I just want it to be done properly. And usually when I want it to be like adapted to be that way more permanently. Oh my God!
Oh, Michael Page is out.
He was going for a low kick, was not on both his feet, and that high kick one too many times put him on his ass. GG's forever, Craig.
Oy.
But Hex going for a look at that teep. Not even a teep, but that toe high kick. And teep would be from the underneath. Or a push kick style. Wowzers.
All right, the official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buff. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 19 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Misha Circunov. Well, there will be
But yes, there you have it. Hex, represented by Misha Circunov, advancing to the semifinals. He'll be facing the winner of our next matchup, which is going to be Dricus Du Plessis, representing Dara, up against Matt Brown, representing Cameron Zebra. And you see they're actually quite similar in height. 15 pounds advantage, however, going to Du Plessis. Did not let y'all see the tail of the tape. My bad. Working on this. Jesse did well to edit this down and cut out the fat in between the matches. But we are moving into our second quarterfinal.
Yes, we are. Matt Brown with the chest hair of the gods.
Decorated record here. Deep into his tenure. He's 42 years of age against the 29-year-old Du Plessis, who also has a 1-inch height advantage, 15-pound weight advantage.
I believe Dricus is from South Africa.
This is correct. We have quite the international bout on our hands. Ayo, Craig, welcome in, my friend. How goes it?
Just missed your fight, unfortunately.
Here we go, Herb Dean on the action as always. Only the best. Coming out with a kick a little too early, did Brown. Probably expected Du Plessis to come in a little bit quicker than he did. No glove taps. Going okay, just a tad bit sore. Aw. Well, I hope you're relaxing and letting you get past that soreness. Make sure to stay hydrated and get fed if you have not eaten yet. Those things will help your body repair from soreness.
Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's sneaking.
Ooh, caught him underneath the jaw. A few times there was Du Plessis.
Mm-hmm.
Lands a big right hand early.
Oh, what that double leg.
Good workout, you're guessing?
Matt Brown.
Possibly. Would hope that is the case. I also am a little sore from a workout. It really came in two parts. It's my gym. Was going through it. Try throwing off now. Matt Brown. Still have control of Matt Brown with the full mount. Aw, that's rough, but I'm sorry. Yeesh, they're tagging him up there.
Du Plessis with that full mount now.
Trying to throw him off, not working out. Du Plessis has been controlling him with this full mount for the better part of a minute. Going instead for the Jujutami, not quite able to get the arm breaker. He's got the extension. Is this over? Oh no, slit the leg off. He wasn't able to get the elbow fully extended. Probably had his shoulder externally rotated, keep the elbow out from that hyperextension. But all fine. Could have been worse. I'm glad it worked out relatively well for you, though, Fred. It's always comforting to know things like that don't end up going as bad as they could have. Nope, into the butterfly guard, not able to get him off though. Right back down into the full mount.
Matt Brown and Dricus Du Plessis. Damn it, Du Plessis.
Plessis, yes.
Or is it
Du Plessis.
It's Dricus, right?
Dricus Du Plessis, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that liver kick. Du Plessis, who's got the weight advantage. I believe this is a middleweight to welterweight fight. Speaking of worst, ground pounded by 84 pounds of muscle and martial arts mastery, right? Like Du Plessis. Yeah, Dara is really trying to make this his tournament, as the last 4 now have not gone the way he's wanted. Meanwhile, Cameron Zebra being represented here, and really looking to get back the crown that they didn't need to hold too long. Oh, possibly into that guillotine.
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Got him.
Nope. Now floated over into got the ground mount. Oh, got the full mount, grounded pound from Matt Brown. Ooh. Oh, instead opting to just stand up. Du Plessis waiting a moment, seeing if this was a ploy. Nope. Now back to his feet. Du Plessis, we know, spent his last fight primarily on his feet. Won against a much smaller opponent. Now with a much less of a weight difference here, only 15 instead of 40 pounds. He's got a more his size opponent to work against. Perhaps displaying a little bit more versatility in his game plan. Ooh, that high kick landed flush. Matt Brown standing strong. It's now got Du Plessis backing up there, standing still. Measured each other. Ooh, both going for the strike on camera side. That straight jab to the forehead. Looked like he was stiff, but again standing strong. Through it. This time is Du Plessis.
How do you think they decide the fights?
By points. The referees gauge up to 10 points for each fight for each fighter per round, depending on standing control, ground game, technique, and things like that. So if it goes to 5 rounds, then you'll hear a score rating of like 50 to 46, 50 to 47, and 49 to 48 from the judges to average out for who's the winner.
Right. I meant, like, how do they decide who goes against each other?
Oh, there's a ranking system depending on the frequency of their fights, the success of their fights, and the performance that they have during those fights.
Okay.
You think the AEW ranking system, but done as it's intended to be done.
Right.
That's
So,
why I'm like,
fighting...
you can lean into that. You just have to utilize those as storytelling elements and bring that into your planning. Who wins this match and what does it mean for the rankings that are going to determine your future matches? So that way you can have the matches you want to have. And matchups based on length. Yep, you have 3 judges on the outside that are 10 points plus scoring system, and matchups based on rankings, length of time between fights, and also if the fighter politics enough for a certain fight. Yes, because because even MMA is not above. Oh wow, these 2 fighters really have beef, and people are invested in that beef. I guess we should put on the fight so people will watch the fight. Well, in fact, I judged a kickboxing show before I ever fought. Yo, nice. That's awesome. To judge it before actually having fought is incredible. Yo, that Superman jab, right side actually. That was a traditional Superman jab. Just didn't connect quite flush there. But yes, and because of those rankings, that's what will determine in like an actual MMA tournament the seeding of said tournament. Because it'll be like, okay, well, we're going to have the number 1 ranked fighter face off against the number 8 ranked fighter. The number 4 and the number 5 ranked fighters face off against each other, and so on and so forth.
I see.
Oh, that one shot,
Just
but then
the
went to the
ground
body
and
shots.
pound.
That really has to throw off Matt Brown and how to block. Knowing what judges are looking for really helps in coming up with a game plan and strategy for your fights, right? Exactly. If you know there's a judge who's more about their ground stuff, then maybe you want to try and have more of a ground-based offense in that fight that they're judging. You know, it's not unlike knowing who's going to be the referee for your fight. You know, like. I'm not sure if he actually does this in his real fights, but if Herb Dean actually has as much leniency as he does in this fight, then you almost want to come into a fight expecting that, you know? Whereas other referees might say, you drop to the ground like that and be like, no, we're done here, because they don't want to take the risk of worse damage being done. You can literally do brain damage with one extra punch.
Yeah.
Yeesh. That knee and then that follow-up right hand. Matt Brown looking to really lay it in here. We're just about halfway through now, the second round. Ooh, landing in these heavy strikes on Du Plessis. Du Plessis' chances winning this tournament are drastic, going down. He needs to find a way back up.
Drastic go down.
Yup. I love this. Honestly, this has been a very refreshing pro wrestling change for me, because it's one that I know. Don't worry, my brain is plenty from years on Twitter watching anime for extra punch to matter that much. Felt. No worries, I'm already shook enough. What's extra punches gonna do? Oh, now takedown, almost turned it into a guillotine there, did Matt Brown. Shifting over to the side, really trying to get that leverage on the choke end. Has to keep scooting back, so either he's scooting back or he's realizing that Du Plessis scooting forward. All the same, against the cage now. He's got to start sliding to an angle. I'm not sure if that's going to help him, though. Nope. If it helped anybody, it was Du Plessis, who now has the cage for leverage. If he can get that head free, and he's looking to do that. Now into a half mount.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
crucial.
Nice.
Started on that ground and pound, got 3 solid strikes in, and went for that finishing elbow that just barely missed. Now going for a rear naked choke did Matt Brown. Immediate transition, controlling the wrist, but floating through did Matt Brown. He's still on top of this fight here on the ground. Going for a guillotine of his own now is Du Plessis. In the final minute of this fight, not sure if they're seeing the time, not sure if they know where they're at in this one. Probably their coaches calling them out. Coaches? Coaches? Imagine if there was no A in that word. But now into the half mount once more is Matt Brown. Hooks that arm. I'm not sure where he's going for this. He's got his opponent into a very awkward position. Oh, but it turned out against him. Now underneath. Try to transition to that Kimura there for a second. Might be pulling that leg up, looking for a triangle. At the very least, he's got that. Oh, and throwing those strikes. This is a very interesting position to go. He's got that other leg over. Pulling that arm. Might be going for the arm triangle. Nope, not quite. That arm bar triangle escaped entirely. Now going for a waist lock. Probably just stalling out these final few seconds. As on top, as Du Plessis is going to need that. And the judges, looking at these rounds. Don't let the judges decide. Going to that classic Ultimate Fighter adage. For a fact, Du Plessis has only ever lost title matches. Wow. Okay. Throwing that, yes, Craig, feel free to throw out fun facts about these fighters like that, because despite seeing what we see, we don't know what they've done outside of the record we're given, Like a 25-19 record seems impressive in the fact that they have a lot of fight experience, but it's still just about like a 50 to 60 win rate for him, is Matt Brown, if I'm not mistaken. And Du Plessis, if he's got the record you're saying he does, that's very dangerous odds to be against if you're facing him. He lost defending the UFC middleweight championship fighting in South Africa and lost while defending the ASW middleweight fight in Poland. Wow. Okay, so we're going international MMA with these statistics, not even just simply UFC. Love this. In England, sorry, KSW is usually a Polish company. Okay, gotcha. No worries. All the same.
Sorry.
Oh my
Jesus, the
gosh.
voice crack.
Yeah.
But sorry for not being as what's going on? Okay, there's a stop. Sorry for not being as actively speaking.
No
I'm
need.
really into this.
You're good. All good, my friend. But yes, sometimes the competition can just be the selling point itself. We're only here to try and help better translate it to the viewer. Ooh. And then transitioning over with that butterfly into that side mount. Yeah. Gave up the arm triangle. Back into the side control. Float over into the full mount. You can get some distance, start laying some strikes. Went for that elbow. Didn't look like it had much power behind it, though. Not sure if it was intended to. Ooh, that one had a little bit more behind it. Those bows. Not bows, those haymakers. Completely different part of the arm. Trading strikes on the sides of his head. Traditional blows. We saw that swell up Mike Berry's face earlier this tournament.
I realized that haymakers are called haymakers because they make you go to sleep. Hit the hay.
Aha. Gotcha. Oh, wow, that's hilarious. I've never pieced that together myself.
All right, so he's setting up for a submission here. Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent.
Bound meanwhile has lost more, but has been in UFC since 2008, 16-year career there with a 16-13 record in the company. Oh my gosh, and just like that, Du Plessis gets it.
Wow.
Holy. And just like that, gets that side rear naked. Well, that's, yeah. Not even sure if that's what that's called.
I blinked and I missed it, partner.
Quite same. I was literally like, you know, let me just open up the bracket so I can try and be ahead of this. Because I'm going to have to step away for the beginning of this next fight.
That you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it.
But there you have it. GG's, Cam. But unfortunately, advancing to the semifinal to face off against Hex's Misha Circunov is Darmazing's Dricus Du Plessis. DDP wins. I love that. And here's a quick peek of that bracket for you. Coming up next is going to be Rhea, represented by Massourdine Imavov, against Jackie Questionable's Darren Till. Winner going on to the other semifinal. Come right over here. Make sure to keep an eye on the tail of the tape, y'all. I shall be back in a moment. This man holds it down solo. What a muss. Memento, rather. Get my Spanish mixed up.
Oh no, it isn't. It is Massourdine versus Ovince St. Preux.
That's right. Oops.
And that is not a spoiler. Unless it is. But yes, I'm holding it down 40-29, I believe. 13-4 is Massourdine Imavov. (27, 17-0, 6'3", 205 from Knoxville, Tennessee.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. All right, so here's the French middleweight contender, Massourdine Imavov, getting back.
Oi, kick straight to the head.
A lot of big moments in the UFC thus far.
OSP with those shots.
There are going to be opportunities for him to take advantage of what he perceives to be a grappling edge in this matchup tonight.
OSP in danger from Imavov's strikes. OSP also has heavyweight experience. Okay. Imavov and OSP just battling out here. Whoa, those strikes straight to the head. Oh my God. Could the fight be over this soon? Presumably not.
Well, watch for him to set up that hook again here.
Oh, went for that kick. Spun him around. Oh, no. North-south. On the back is Imavov. St. Preux now in danger of the full mount from Imavov. But Imavov lets it go.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end.
Oh, my God. This is going to be a battle, I'm telling you that right now. We're only 2 minutes in to the first round. But we've had almost a knockout.
Pay attention now before it gets worse.
Well, no denying the durability on the other side, but at this point, you just got to find that kill shot and get him out of there.
A lot of times that comes with reps. That comes with taking your time.
St. Preux.
Get excited, and you want to finish with
Imavov is a Russian-born French fighter with 8 years of experience with 4 losses, 2 pre-UFC and 2 while in UFC against Phil Hawes and Sean Strickland. Okay.
changing the position.
Thank you for these fun facts. I really need them.
All right, well, he's had his striking on point tonight, and as evidence, some swelling now on his opponent.
Yeah, light swelling right now, but if he doesn't address it immediately, it'll turn to something much worse.
St. Pierre. Not St. Pierre. St. Preux.
Ovince now back to his feet.
Oh! What a shot from Imavov. Made the screen flash.
Back and forth first round here.
Sorry for photosensitive viewers.
Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Imavov. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes.
Mhm.
Big shot lands for both guys.
Backing him up against the cage. Oh, and the kick to the... Oh! Has him rocked! Imavov is rocked by St. Preux.
And I am back.
Welcome back, my
Well,
friend.
Thank you. Well, I should probably just jumped in with the action too, Prius. I see we got some statistics here in chat. Making me feel like we should pull in some specialists during certain tournaments. Have Craig on for these UFC and anime-based tournaments.
That'd be fun.
Right. Talk to Jesse more about things like that. Ooh. Hooked in now, though. Imavov seems to be holding his own.
Oh!
So what the tail of the tape say? What's the weight class looking like?
Weight class, I
What are the
actually
weight-
missed that.
Okay. No worries.
But I did see the ages. It was 40 to 29, I believe.
Understandable, saying improve me. Nice talents. Uh-huh. So former Strikeforce competitor here.
Final seconds of round one. All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
Middleweight for
Light
Imavov.
heavyweight.
Okay, so
Okay.
light heavyweight.
Ooh, that's rough. Because if I'm not mistaken... Ooh, and that's the end of the round there. If I'm not mistaken, that is one full weight class between them with welterweight following it. Or is welterweight lighter? Trying to remember.
I feel like middleweight's right in the middle, yeah? Oh!
All right, so there is the horn at times in that previous round. I didn't think we
20-pound difference.
That head kick nearly had him out of there.
It was a good round leading up to that.
So it goes lightweight, then welterweight at 175, middleweight at 185, light heavyweight at 205, then heavyweight. Oh no, I see up till that weight class. Gotcha. That's the max. That's the cap that it has.
And here we go for round two. Oh, cut his foot.
Right where he wants to be
Ooh.
in the clinch. Very fast leg.
Kicks out his
Yeah.
leg almost.
His leg still remains in his leg, however.
Absolutely, partner.
Also, welterweight is lighter than middleweight. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Is it looks like his it goes welterweight then middleweight. But yeah, there's
Oh, okay.
okay. So yeah, it's literally middleweight and light. So this is just one weight class apart.
Yes.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems to
Oh, single leg.
but clearly both parties are
Turns him around towards the cage. Does
Imavov.
Imavov. I don't know why I was waiting to say that.
Sometimes the names just escape us. 90 seconds into the second round here, and Imavov has had firm control thus far. And that nice bicycle knee did not connect flush, but form was immaculate. Better place
That
could break
body
that out
shot.
and win a match. Win a fight, rather. The Imavov trigger.
Finish him, St. Preux. I was about to say St. Pierre again.
for that left hand, just out of range though with it. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Yeah, the one that always messes with me is lightweight and light heavyweight being so far apart. And also, Jesse's representative being in the smallest division, even though one of the best in the world in said division, is a rough situation to be in. Especially if ending up against Misha. If I'm not mistaken, only heavyweight in here. Wait, does 205 count? 205 specifically count as light heavyweight or two? Is it 206 when heavyweight begins? Because if that's the case, then technically it's just a cusp for light heavyweight. Because we have Misha Circunov at 205 exactly.
Ah.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if that is the beginning of heavyweight or the end of light heavyweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Technically, yes, 206 is where heavyweight begins. Okay, so then cusp for light heavyweight, we got it. I don't believe we have any actual heavyweight fighters in the tournament. Which checks out, because he didn't look as big as I would have expected a heavyweight to look in the case of that matchup against who was it?
Are you talking about Circunov?
No. Yes, yeah, who Circunov was facing last. I'm trying to remember his name. Oh, Venom Page, yeah.
Yeah, Venom Page.
206 at the weigh-in and be legally a light heavyweight. So yeah, exactly, because that's the thing is the weigh-in happens right before the fight. You still have a few days where you can alter your weight in that time.
Oh, block that strike from OSP.
Ooh. Are you getting him measured? This isn't looking good for Imavov.
Oh.
Imavov, get it in the grab. St. Preux looking to end this fight now. We're in the last minute. Imavov can survive. Stall this out a little bit. But he's in there with somebody presumably more striking power. And a longer reach at that. Fighters are given a 1 pound leniency on weigh-ins. Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. Lock and bulk up via water and food by about 5 to 10 pounds in the time between the weigh-in and fight. Yeah, exactly. Really just depends on your body type. You know, that's where being an endomorph is a cheat code in MMA. Because it's just like, all right, now in the next 3 days, I'm going to eat 20 pounds of chicken a day. Exactly. Whereas those mesomorphs are kind of screwed.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much. And if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary.
Yeah, exactly. These shots that they're really focusing on, that's where it really got crucial, despite the fact that it being so short to him, that long reach still gives you a little extra weight behind those punches.
Round 3
Oh,
begins.
and then starting off is St. Preux with the heavy left haymaker. Which bulking up in the lighter categories could lend you being closer to a featherweight rather than a bantam, yet still fight as a bantamweight. Exactly. It's those lighter weight classes where all of a sudden you can be a really dangerous competitor. It's harder to pull that stuff off in those in like the heavier classes, you know, unless you're really just sitting right there on the border. Don't you worry, Ray. Completely understandable. Hope all is well. You are just in time for your current fight. You are going into the, I believe it's the 3rd round now. First round is pretty even. Second round has not so much been in your favor. Imavov here is struggling a little bit against St. Preux, who has a very similar ground striking-based offense. What a takedown, but has a little bit more of a reach and power to execute it with. So it's proven to be an interesting challenge. Swift deep to you, Ray. Slippy loop, Craig. I don't know. He got himself in a full guard here. Transition, try to get his arm around his head. Slipped right out. Even control, David Runner, nothing personal, but I have to win, right? Shouts out David Runner. Please, I hope you are enjoying the stream / VOD, however you may be watching it. Do drop a comment if you could, please, if you're on VOD, so we can get your YouTube. I want to be able to tag you in the description, like I do for every participant, you see. I actually meant to ask you that on the Discord, but I kind of forgot until about 20 minutes before the start of the stream. So apologies about that. And then when I tried finding the app, there's like a lot of David Runners. I wasn't sure which one. But yes. Good luck to you, my friend. However, you are in here with, at this point, tenured veteran Rhea of the 2WC. Oh, tried throwing off. St. Preux not budging. Is Ovince. Oh, those straight left jabs. Laying in. Oh, that Hail America. Oh, this is crucial. No, he's got a grip.
No.
Oh, he's turning around. Got the back. Blocking. He's got to slip out. He's got to find a counter to one of these strikes. Oh, sprawled out the back. This is dangerous blockage. Oh, trying to get back to his feet. No. Staying down. Oh, back. No. He's really struggling to get out of this position. As you see, St. Preux just looking to maintain that grip before laying in some more strikes. Oh, nope. See, this is very rough. You have that when you put someone's glutes behind their back like that, is very hard for them to get that adjustment back. And looks like finally did. Not sure how much energy that took out of him. I have a gimmick at least. I'm the Chelsea Green of the 2WC, right? Imavov, look at that, using the cage to his advantage, especially if he was able to really get some. Oh, those are some gnarly strikes. Again, looking at that right eye, heavily bloodied.
Once again, because
a lot of blood might lead to a doctor's stop. Exactly, Craig. We saw that earlier in Mike Perry's fight. The referee called in the doctor to take a look at him, saw that he had a busted nose, but ultimately sanctioned him to continue the fight before he lost the next round to a solid high kick. Ooh, just missing that crucial left blow that probably was going to end this fight. Imavov is in a desperate position here, just going to the final minute. Even that can seem like a long time for what would be a short bit of respite.
Fighting out is Imavov, but can he make it to his feet?
He's that half guard now. Oh, he's looking to, yes, indeed he can. And there we go. Got 30 seconds left in the fight. Can watch it. And we saw it. Round 4 of his last fight. Imavov got that kick, got the win. I'm sorry, that right hook, rather. That overhand right hook. But does not have the height advantage to lend to him, ducking
Whoa.
almost into that left-handed Superman punch. Are we going to see another end of the fight knockout? 10 seconds. Look at the scoop the hip. Check kick. Two men.
5,
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1, and the
And
round
they just
is
stalled a little
over.
bit. Going into the 4th round, who has the advantage here? You'd imagine it might be the lighter of the two men. If I'm not mistaken, that is Imavov. Ultimately, dangerous circumstances to be in. Once again, if you're Imavov, you have to hope that lightning strikes twice if you're in his camp. When you see those crucial strikes, even here with the close grip, again, the longer reach puts more weight behind that fist to elbow. Those stacked joints with those strikes, even at that short a distance, can do some damage.
It is almost a miracle that they just touched gloves right there. I cannot believe that.
Yes, not entirely certain if that was just both them thinking the same thing at the same time, or if they're showing respect for each other because they know they are in the depths of this fight. Fights traditionally go 3 5-minute rounds, but this open weight tournament demands it be 5 5-minute round tournaments. That's a jaw-jacking punch. Imavov backing off to keep some distance. So all of these men are out of their wheelhouse, especially if they end up being the lighter man in the match. Because we've seen thus far only one non-interdivisional fight in this tournament thus far. There's always been some sort of David Goliath tale being told. I've watched fighting organized. This kind of thing is something I've nearly told you. Yo, that's awesome, Craig. I hear that. Ooh,
Oh!
It caught him in midair. He might even be using the cage to hold him up. I think it was a mistake to not take advantage of that by Imavov, but Imavov probably ginger in his own right. That takedown was out of desperation, if I'm in St. Preux's head. But all the same, he's got the control, he's got the mount, the full mount now. And we are still a ways away from the end of this round. Imavov needs to get out of this. He needs to find a counter, needs to find to escape. He's into that half mount now. Oh, into that side guard. You see, I'm not sure who this benefits at the moment. This is a mud throwing for our lines. Truly, your only chance right now.
There's an alliance happening, excuse me.
Yes, there is an agenda. A very gay agenda.
I see. The gay one.
The gay one climax shall occur. Yo, that jaw jack. Let's go, Imavov. That check kick almost kicked his foot out of it. Oh, we got a doctor. We got a potential doctor stoppage. This isn't looking good. Taking a look at Imavov, potentially saving him from himself here. That swollen eye, and then there's that bloody side. The doctor communicating to referee Herb Dean what the potential situation might be. It's letting Imavov know we're just about halfway through. He's gonna continue the fight. We're still good to go, and back into it we go. I wonder if that reset was exactly what Imavov needed. Really letting him know where his chances lie. And really letting know his opponent, St. Preux, where his chances lie. Man's face. The gay community. But also, this man's face looks like Chicago's pizza. Rough.
Because the cheese is under the sauce.
Nice. Okay, it doesn't look like this. Rough. Oh, he does, Josh. No. Come on, Imavov. Stay focused. It's not about taunting. It's about winning. It's about winning. Oh, that switch. And then went for that low kick. Ate it. Oh, that was dangerous. Imavov needs to watch where he throws these strikes. St. Preux is really watching him. Oh, that double strike. That kick just misses his head, and that was a dangerous play on St. Preux's part. His opponent was down and went for a kick to the head. The referee could call it for a disqualification if that had connected. Ha ha! Worthless in chat.
What?
Nice double.
What did I do to deserve this? I lost my match already.
Oh, missed it with that. That could have been a solid strike had it connected. Oh, they throwing back and forth.
Oh.
That looks rough. You see his leg. He's walking gingerly on that leg. It's probably swollen there. In fact, it does look a little swollen over the kneecap. Oh, you gonna block the kick there. Oh, dropping the right hand. Didn't follow through, though. Might have needed to follow through on that instance, but knows last time he didn't work out so well for him.
30 seconds left.
Oh, this is exactly where Imavov was in the winning of his last fight. It's these final moments. Back it away. Oh, that's all you saw him go for it. You saw him try to replicate his luck. Oh, that kick of the knee. Oh, that lunge. The knock. You hear it. The final 10 seconds of this fourth round. And then
Oh, he got him!
again!
He
In the final 10 seconds, Imavov going to the semifinals. You gotta believe that he saw this coming, that he planned this. Lightning doesn't strike twice. And you see it right there in the nose. Wow. Straight KO. First of the 24 seconds remaining in the fourth round in the first round fight of this tournament. Now in the quarterfinals fight of this tournament. In the final 8 seconds of the fourth round. The fourth round is his calling card. You got to be scared if you are whoever goes against him in this next matchup. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 54 seconds of round number 4.
Absolutely a 1 in a million punch. And he hit that twice tonight.
Interesting. The first time it was a bit of an overhand. This time around, straight right jab.
This must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything.
And here you see it. There's your bracket. Once again, we got 3 of our 4 semifinalists set up next. We're going to be having ourselves... Ooh, let me get back over here for the giant tail of the tape. I'm actually going to do this just for a second. Just give you an extra few seconds. Look at this difference, ladies and gentlemen. This is the biggest difference we have seen in this fight, in this tournament thus far. We have ourselves somebody just on the cusp of middleweight up against somebody on the cusp of flyweight. This is 4 weight classes apart, 9 inches in height, nearly the same age, but almost 10-inch reach advantage. Demetrius Martin is in trouble.
Oh, absolutely, partner. I don't know how I would feel given my chances there. Well, I'm probably a super heavyweight or something. But I don't know how to fight. So that's my detriment.
Yeah, that's pretty much what that would come down to. So we got 3 nations represented for Canada, South Africa, France, and who will be U.S. or England, right? Also Demetrius Johnson. Martin. I said Martin. Not the comedian, y'all. We're talking Mighty Mouse. Demetrius Johnson. Johnson. And there we go. A touch of the gloves. The respect being shown by both these men. Darren Till, the much larger competitor. We've already seen him fight this evening. Demetrius Johnson getting a bye into the quarterfinals. Representing namesake own Jesse, WRSTLwrld. In the 37th WRSTLwrld Cup. Let's see how his chances look, because this is one of the best in the world at his own weight class. But now he is fighting a giant by comparison.
We all know who the best in the world really is.
Oof. What music did Anderson Silva usually come out to?
I don't know.
Nah, and that is purely my opinion. I'm sure there are other fighters that would be considered better than Anderson Silva, but Anderson Silva is probably my favorite fighter.
Anderson Silva is your GOAT.
Probably. Would say so. Dude was, I mean, don't get me wrong. Strategy caught up with him sometimes. But dude was such a beast. Would be so smooth with it.
To be fair, I was making a Punk joke.
Yeah, and I know. I mean, basically, was still one championship flyweight MMA champion after being traded to the UFC flyweight champion. However, these are not the same weight divisions because one is weird. Yeah. It's funny. One's fight is the equivalent of bantamweight. Gotcha.
Demetrius Johnson with the ground and pound on Darren Till.
Not for nothing, Demetrius Martin has had control of this fight thus far.
Johnson.
Rough. Oh, blocked on that right strike. Johnson throwing left, and he's starting to hammer in those ground and pound strikes. Kind of throwing off his rhythm there. Also a strawweight, which is their flyweight. Yeah.
Strawweight. Because of skinny.
Not necessarily, just because light.
Why do they call it Mighty Mouse?
That's an interesting question. Definitely one for Craig to answer here.
The answer, yeah.
But almost been in control of him the entire fight. Mountain, I'm maybe nerding a lot. No, Greg, we have invited you to the viewers. It is very helpful.
It is, yeah, it's actually so helpful. Because I don't know what I'm doing here.
Yeah, and even myself, I know the technique and the fighting stuff a lot more than I know the fighters and their history. Oh, look at them talking spots. Looking through the next part of the fight. On that jab.
I mean, they are owned by TKO now. Oh, into the side control. Swifting himself back into half guard there.
Oh, well, yes, because the weight classes are universal in UFC. Like, their bantamweight applies the same for women and men. It's just, like, for example, you won't have too many women in, like, the light heavyweight division. Just because, you don't have a lot of, like, 6'10" women fighters. I missed the finish, but ha! It was awesome. Once again, this time in the final 10 seconds of the fourth round. It was a straight right punch instead of an overhand.
It seems Craig's prediction has not done him well, as he predicted David Runner to be against Hex. Misha Circunov.
And to be fair, we have yet to see Du Plessis versus Misha. One has to wonder how that fight's going to go.
And I've seen a lot from Du Plessis.
That's exactly it. Du Plessis has me convinced, Like, I got to see him lose to think he's going to lose kind of thing. Demetrius Johnson. I may have said Martin, like I did multiple times, and got him? Or is that the end of the round?
I think that's the end of the round.
End of the round, okay.
What did they say?
I don't know. I must have missed it myself. This comes to the fact that he was the smallest guy at his gym and liked comic books, so he was nicknamed Mighty. Oh, wow.
Huh.
Well, that's interesting than I thought it would have been. Oh, it was going to be like, once upon a time, MMA lore says that he conquered 5 heavyweights in a row. He did it while wearing a cape.
He is the Hurricane.
Dropped him several times with those strikes, though, did Till. Till's coming out here with a different game plan here in the second round. It is understandable.
Like exclusively...
Good.
I feel like I've been exclusively focusing on Demetrius Johnson.
What?
But Darren Till is... Sorry.
No,
but Darren Till is a beast. He beat Mike Perry. He beat me.
Darren Till did have had quite the impressive showing, having already had a fight in this tournament. Yeah. As for Demetrius Johnson, however, spent at least 3 minutes in some sort of mount over Darren Till in the first round. Not at all how this was projected to go. So it was an interesting situation we find ourselves in. Darren Till has to kind of come out swinging. Might even actually have to keep this standing. The nicknames can be weird, yeah. Especially because it's like in MMA, it's actually kind of more encouraged than it is in pro wrestling. Because they'll use your real name, and sometimes people can have just some really generic real names. Mike Perry.
Yeah. Brother of Jack Perry.
Different versions of the nickname is The Wolf due to the gym being the Wolf Gym. Oh, I see. Nice. Oh, complete transition. Flips him over into side control himself. Darren Till using his size to his advantage there. Paired together, train together, eat together, live together. Hence, they are like a wolf pack, yo. Might end up in a body bag. Kind of stalling it out. Oh, leaned into that spinning back fist. That was not a good move by Johnson there.
I've noticed that the people who have not had the bye have been making their way through this just unbeaten.
No, you're not wrong. Aside from the only quarterfinal determined by 2 buys, Demetrius Johnson here is the only, if he wins, he'll be the only one to, capitalize off of their bye. Everyone else is fighting their way through. We see Du Plessis making his way up. We see Imavov making his way up. Till be in control of the ground. There's actually some pressure here on Darren Till to follow through on that momentum. The seeding for this tournament, funny enough, worked in reverse as it has to previous 11-person tournaments we've done in the 2WC, where the first 5 seeds are the ones that get the buys. Where in this bracket, it was actually the last 5 seeds that got the bye. Ooh. Now, of course, the seeds are determined randomly as everything else are. So everything else is. So it's not your traditional seeding. That's more so just to determine how the brackets will lay out. But funny statistics are funny. Till being controlled on the ground by Mighty Mouse. That's what I'm saying. Once again, take it to the ground, and Mighty Mouse has this on lock. This is dangerous. This man has spent almost 5 minutes of this entire fight underneath the much lighter competitor, rather.
Good thing this isn't the dance in Detroit. God, that sucked.
The way Jesse walked us into that, and then that ironically ended up being our last UFC watch along, the watch party in the channel. That wasn't even because of that. It is just like timing and stuff. Another fun fact: all Till's losses and careers have came in the UFC. Oh wow! He's up there with the elite of this sport. Transitioning around into full side control, rotated over. Oh no, he's going for the Darce, choke. He's got to shift in his body weight to his
Is
opponent.
he out?
I think that was the end of the fight. No, I'm sorry, the end of the round. They are still here. We're still here. It's just we had lost track of time, and there's the second round. 10 more seconds in this round. Does the fight go to Johnson? Wow, you see some nice shots here from Till. Very well executed as we're honing in on them. But this is pretty much all of the highlights from Till, because there you see that takedown, what effectively led to this being Johnson's round once again. Till 2 rounds in a row getting locked in a hold by the tail end of the round. Yeah, this is looking dangerous. It's, it's kind of been a bit of a... We're going to see if this third round is going to be rinse repeat or if things are going to turn around. That was a solid body shot we saw from the larger man. But Till has to keep this grounded fight. And there we go, right back to the ground. Johnson has Till figured out from the looks of it. Till has to come... is literally fighting from underneath. At this point, he has to win definitively because the judges are not going to give him this fight.
Absolutely.
Oh, and then right there into the dark
Darce
choke,
choke.
almost trying immediately trying. Oh, shifting away. He looks like he's got the cage there to rotate around now. Full into the north-south guard. Very smart escape. Could have possibly been given that by the coach in between rounds there. Very, very clutch.
Full mount.
Yes, the key to the Darce choke there is you want to get your body weight as close to your opponent, your body as close to your opponents as possible while you have that choke in for the full leverage to torque their chin into your torque their chin and neck into your own forearm. Into freaky mount, right? Yeah. I always forget what the north-south is, where they're belly to back as opposed to belly to belly. Yeah, not this, but yeah, like this.
Yeah.
I call it. I've been calling it sprawl mounts, but I don't know. And then a half mount, half guard, full guard now, half mount. Really jockeying for position of these two men. Oh no, the full mount for the larger man. Demetrius Johnson does not want to be here. Mighty Mouse all of a sudden is looking his size when it comes to at this point of the fight. This is something he's been wanting to avoid, but now into the half guard. Oh, he looks like he was going for the arm there. I'm not sure what he was going to try for. Maybe an Americana or use it to transition into a different position. All the same, he needs to escape from underneath here. We've seen Darren Till can fight on the ground.
They're very close to each other.
Oh, absolutely, and that's what you want to do, especially if you're underneath. You want to keep that distance as close as possible so they can... The less leverage for their strikes, the better. That's just called controlled sprawl, so the fighter is controlling the one who sprawled. Yeah, gotcha. Understood. Okay, very, very much fighting off his hand there. Swayed it away with incredible velocity. Surprising to see, really.
Controlled sprawl.
Trying to escape there. Now transitioning around. Looking to take the back. Stepping over. Indeed, he does. Nope. Rotates over. Ends an half mount. Nice shot to the body. Darren Hill trying to get off the ground. Nope. Right back down. These short shots. Getting my point earlier. The short shots may fall in favor. Really, it depends on who's throwing them and how they're throwing them. But traditionally, you have more reach being a smaller competitor against a larger competitor in such a position.
Oh,
Yeesh.
ground pound.
Looking for it. Oh, his face there. Trying to escape. Mighty Mouse has control here. Oh, looking like he might be going for a triangle there. Oh, but that Darren Till did exactly what he needed to do, is shift in that direction because he knows the cage is there. That's great octagon awareness.
Last minute.
Again, and these last 2 rounds have ended with Demetrius Martin having control over Darren Till, leaning into a submission.
You said Martin again.
Rough.
Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times.
Shot. Oi. Turned over the side. Looks like he's trying to trap him. Not sure if he's transitioning here. Darren Till trying to escape. But again, he's just got to wait it out.
Controlled sprawl there.
Then for Darren, I guess it's the bell tills. For whom the bell tills. And these shot. Oh my gosh, that rough shot in his final
3, 2,
seconds.
1.
And the referee hitting him off. Going into the 4th round. Seldom seen it in this tournament thus far. Till's
Darren
looking
looks
rough.
Rough.
He is bloody to all hell. Again, these highlights. Going to Mighty Mouse. Those shots, he's found a target. Oh my gosh, you saw it. That second strike just opened him up even more. I'm not sure if that split him, split him that much more, or just made the blood splatter. But Daifusu Juice indeed. As we go into the 4th round. Not sure we're going to get a glove tap. Nope, going for a spinning back fist might not have been the best idea.
Well, I haven't heard that Fusu Juice in a minute. That was a question mark kick.
Indeed it was. Oh, pushing Johnson back there. Johnson turning it around now. All of a sudden, he is the one backing up the larger competitor. Back into the center. Both are measuring each other in these first 30 seconds. Till throws some strikes in and right back down. Rinse, repeat. Demetrius Johnson, half guard, laying in those short strikes. This is dangerous. This could be the first fight we see go to decision, but you have to believe that the decision is in Johnson's favor. There's no way the judges are going to grade Till. Even if he were to get these next 2 rounds full control, the judges would favor Johnson blocking that second strike. Very smart from Till. He's still very aware even this late in the fight. But again, he has to get a submission or a knockout here if he wants to win this fight. He's not getting the judges' favor from this point on.
I'm really trying to analyze here how Darren Till can make a comeback. And I'm just coming up with nothing.
Yeah, it's what this needs to do is they need to go to their feet, and Till needs to land a clean kick. He should see by now a lot of his punches are going over Johnson's head. The height difference is too great, and it to the point where it's actually working against him. We've seen now that being the smaller competitor can be just as advantageous in this tournament as it can be a disadvantage. He could pull Imavov, try to get ground control. That is very fair. If he gets ground control in a grounded pound, it could be over. But all the same, what he needs is a hefty strike. And as he gets worn down more and more, that's becoming less and less likely. Basically, by way of finish is Till's only shot right now. Yes, that's exactly it.
Under
the referee
halfway.
calling him off. Oh, the referee probably calling them both to their feet, resetting the fight. This is probably giving Till a chance. And you know what? That is fair game from referee Herb Dean, because that is not costing Johnson anything. That is only giving Till a fighting chance. And you have to wonder if that borderline sympathy is going to be demoralizing to Till or not. Or if it's going to motivate him, because now all of a sudden there's a fighting chance. But he needs to avoid another takedown. Blocked that kick and that teep, getting him some distance. I'm wondering if he prefers it that way because he has a better measure of Demetrius as he moves in on him. You know, that shot almost looks like that second right hand landed right off of Johnson's head, and he just didn't move from it.
Oh.
Couple of strikes there from Till. This is... Oh, that Superman punch, those check kicks look like he's trying to take down the base of Till. A measured strike going for that kick that was very well scouted from Till. A question mark kick a second time now being swayed. Oh, takedown attempt on that leg. That leg that he'd been targeting throughout this round. Ooh, that left hand shot from Till looked like he was doing something, but then Johnson almost throwing it right back at him. This is incredible. Johnson is displaying immaculate technique and an incredible composure in the face of these, in light of these odds against him. It's a good shot by Demetrius. Really was. Again, and that was almost a counter shot. Because not 2 seconds before.
Whoa.
Ooh, those were some heavy shots. And you see Demetrius looking, going to take down. There it is, Demetrius immediately going to the ground. First takedown works. I believe every single takedown attempt by Demetrius this fight has been a success, and judges grade that just as much as they do anything else.
Under 30 seconds.
These short jabs, we might be going to a fifth round. I don't believe we have seen a fifth round of this tournament just yet. He's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying going into this fight is he's one of the best in the world in his division. How is he going to handle these ridiculous odds? He's in here with somebody who is 4 weight classes ahead of him as we go now to the fifth round. For the first time in this tournament, if nothing else, awesome display of durability from Darren Till.
Demetrius. Oh, from Darren Till. Sorry.
No, Darren. But all the same, Demetrius, again, his composure is so incredible. This is the last round of the fight, but honestly, the pace that the rounds have been going at has me convinced he could go a 6th or 7th.
Absolutely. I have to agree. I have no, there's no disagreement. If you know what I'm saying.
With a double tag. And it's interesting because the last round, a point I didn't get to make is Johnson was almost entertaining Till by staying standing so long. It wasn't until he got rocked that he went for that takedown. He stayed on his feet for the majority of the fight, and then, ooh, that solid strike. One has to wonder, is he going to follow with a takedown now? It's closing in. Yours. No, pop it. Oh, caught him as he leaned in with that knee. The question mark kick, third time, was not the charm. Getting blocked that time instead of dodged. It's a little too far for that kick. That could be a demonstration of Johnson. Oh, caught him with that high kick that time. But it could be a demonstration of his composure. Missing strikes like that in terms of depth perception. Going for a question mark kick, hoping he leaned into it. Caught a couple of solid strikes. He's looking a little wobbly. This isn't good. Against the cage now. Caught another jab to the face. All right. I may have to takedown. Caught the leg, shot down into half mount now. Again, takedown successful as soon as he was looking wobbly on his feet. Till really needs to hustle now. There's no time left for him to hold back. Exactly. That's a solid point here because Till doesn't have another round to wait. He can't stall this round out until the next round. At this point, he has to know how slim his chances of victory are. So he's got to take the risky gamble, the risky plays that you wouldn't normally take as a fighter. You have to throw wild shots. You have to try and be a little less predictable, especially against someone like Demetrius Johnson, who has him so well scouted from the opening from the opening round.
Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Well, that was a high-level extended battle on the ground.
Oh, and then immediately took him back down. I was just about to call how Till finally got into his feet, possibly with the assistance of the cage, but then that judo toss to the mat almost immediately keeping Demetrius Johnson in that guarded position. He had that side control. He had that side mount, and he's now going for a bit of a rear mount. He's getting it. He has control over Till now. Not sure where he's going with this, but follows that, has to take control, and he is welcome back, my friend. He went back up into a full mount. Wrapping him. Looks, tries to throw Johnson off. This is the time to hustle. We're under 2 minutes into this round. Till needs to get back to his feet.
And he needs to get back to his feet now.
That's exactly it. Demetrius Johnson has him scouted in every regard. And the only thing Till really has over him is power. He needs to land a solid strike. And we're back up to the feet. We're both men back up to their feet. I'm not sure. I don't believe that was a ref call. I believe he just allowed it to be that way. We're in the final 90 seconds. Demetrius Johnson, all he has to do is not get knocked out. Till, this is everything. He has to find an opening. He has to take it. He has to be willing to get wild. Oh, that knee to the gut was just that. We're coming up on 60 seconds left in the fight. I'm not sure if he's hearing his coaches call out to him that or not. Not sure if he knows where he is in this round or if he's just here fighting.
We're down to the ground once again.
Rock a bit.
I dislike that. Hit him with the belly to belly.
We saw just a moment ago that judo toss from Demetrius just as Till got back to his feet, take him back to the ground. It's actually incredible to me how Johnson has displayed such a control over this fight to the point where it feels like he has waited throughout. Oh my goodness. Demetrius Johnson in 22 seconds till the end of the fight. That high kick right underneath the ear puts his opponent out cold. That was nasty, nasty work by Mighty Mouse, who toyed with his food practically this whole fight. It is incredible to see how, aside from a few mere moments, he was never truly in danger. Picked his spot and took it. I'm stunned. That was probably the most dominating display we've seen in this tournament thus far.
Could we see Imavov beat Demetrius Johnson?
Ooh, this is a big underdog fight all of a sudden. Oh no, you just made me realize where we're at with this. There you are. Our semifinalists have been set. We got ourselves Misha Circunov representing Hex in the light heavyweight division, going up against going against Dricus Du Plessis. Oop, tail of the tape. Dricus Du Plessis representing Dar Amazing. Plessis, yes. Oof, got at just on the cusp of the middleweight division.
It's time!
Ooh, all right. Got the statistics. I shall be right back.
All right. I will be taking control of the ship for now. Misha Circunov, 15-9-0, 6'3", 205 from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Misha's representing Latvia, but I believe he has before fought under a Canadian flag. Okay. Du Plessis with those strikes, and Misha, oh my god, we already got a, oh my lord. Made his head whip. Dricus pushing him up against the cage. Superman punch. Wow, what a strike. Oh, Circunov is down, but Du Plessis. Du Plessis is dominating here. Oh, what a kick! Has Circunov woozy. Double leg takedown from Circunov. Might have been going for the guillotine. Was Du Plessis. Excuse my background noise.
Oh, the ground and pound is coming. Good movement to avoid some of that power coming back. And now, I think he's looking for a submission. He's going to start to chase the arm triangle. Oh, looks like he's
Circunov is going to be better on the ground. Craig, I have to agree because he's got Du Plessis. Is Du Plessis going to tap?
Oh, big shots from the top.
This has been a fight to the finish. An absolute lightning fast bout.
Strike gets through.
We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
Nice work here in that position by Du Plessis.
Massive shot from the top. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Misha in that half guard.
Well shot.
Now in the full mount. Du Plessis trying to take Misha off. Oh, and these strikes on Du Plessis. He was in 2008 a gold medalist in the Pan IBJJF No Gi Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Championships. Ah. So he knows his way on the ground. Circunov knows his way on the ground.
Hammer fist here by Circunov.
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Okay.
And there you go again.
Circunov might have been going for a strike right there, but he could not get it in that half mount.
Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Du Plessis. Under a
Got him
minute
down. No, nothing of note happening currently, but he went for a strike. Now he's got him in the full mount.
lands the ground and pound strike here.
Du Plessis trying to fight back, but he couldn't.
Du Plessis in half guard now. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see
And right back down into half guard.
Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you. We got the strikes laying in.
He's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fight in front of you. You have got to move your head.
Misha Circunov demonstrating that jiu-jitsu-based offense. And of his career
Absolutely.
wins, not if you count tap outs via punches, have come via submissions.
Tap out via punches is insane.
It happens though. Tapping out traditionally indicates giving up by submission, but submissions aren't always holds. Sometimes you can literally beat someone into submission.
Man, you should have seen the first part of this first round. Du Plessis was on top of it, but Circunov,
All of a sudden, just took control and kept it since then. Because yeah, he was in control when I got back.
Because when you're fighting someone this good, this tough,
boom,
one opportunity to finish you.
bam.
I see it. Ooh, and that's a nice. Ooh, got him dazed in the first round. Du Plessis has a fighting chance. Only a 20-pound difference here. Although, that can be a lot. these heavier weights. Seeing him get Circunov off the ground. Exactly.
And speaking of the ground, Du Plessis is on it. Got that full mount on the back.
Oh, transitioning
Half
over.
guard.
It's a full guard,
Or
actually.
full guard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No worries. You're good. You are learning, my friend. It's all good. Putting more effort than I did with the NBA. You aren't out here being like, oh, he had a touchdown. It was one of his 2 losses via submission, but that was 10 years ago. Wow.
Oh, Du Plessis with the half mount.
Oh, now into the full mount here. Smashing him down, looking to get some distance. Still throwing in those tight shots to the head.
The crowd feeling it, as I feel Du Plessis is the fan favorite in this matchup.
Possibly. We've seen incredible and very respectable performances from Du Plessis in his previous 2 fights here in the tournament. Misha couldn't help but look like a bully in the previous matchup. So, imagine it's hard to not cheer for Du Plessis here unless you are Hex. Essentially, it's a weaker part of his fight decay, but he has 10 years to adjust that, so wow, what's incredible to me is that this is not the first time these two have had a bout, even if it is a decade apart. Go. Oh, that block at the 3rd strike was crucial. Albeit barely. Trading body shots, trying to smear his face there from underneath his Misha. Incredible tactics. Oh, climbing up the cage there, very smart. Oh, but very crafty of Du Plessis to scout, to rather see that and work against it. Shifting his weight away from that. Ooh.
Oh.
Caught a couple shots there. That one hammer fist was damning. Now the one in the full guard being Circunov.
It appears that Du Plessis has the ground advantage for now.
Got you, Craig. Understood. Appreciate the clarity. Ooh. And then now we're going into a rear naked choke almost immediately.
Oh, get it roll.
Expertise, yes. Oh, hey. Yes. Thank you much, my friend. The short little hammer fists do more than they look like they might do. Du Plessis looking to get out. Not quite able to escape. Was pulled right back in by Misha, who's now got the half mount.
And we are now at a minute left in the 2nd round. Do you think this goes to full 5, partner?
I think it's a little too early to tell, honestly. I can definitely see this going another round plus. But also, anything could happen. It's really hard in this fight. We're going for a Kimura. If he can get that, if he can pass that wrist, but keeps the wrist in front of his stomach, does Du Plessis, who now takes control, full mount, and wow, how quickly things can turn around by just taking a risk, like going for a submission.
Full mounted punch.
Though if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be Misha.
I have to say that Du Plessis was in control of this round, most of it, as it begins to end.
Indeed.
That was a
And
nice
that's what he
one.
needs. So far, it's still anybody's fight by the judges, by the judges' call. One would imagine.
All right, so that is that round in the books. Circunov's corner really starting to show some concern right now. That cut is getting worse with every passing strike.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from the previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big
Yeah.
and he
Damn.
was moving his head well. His head was
Yeah.
on the line, he was stationary, and the opponent opened up a nasty cut on
And there we go. Coming to the third round now. Overhand
Oh.
from Misha. Was looking for it.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range.
Oh. Nearly ran full force into that Superman punch. Wasn't able to get the full extension, though.
Superman
Return of the
punch from
favor,
Misha.
but a nice
Misha.
left hook.
Oh, caught
Misha,
him.
another. Cage really being Plessis' friend. Oh, this is
Oh,
dangerous.
I think
Oh,
he's
and then
out.
we're done. Oh, he's still
Yeah.
in it. He's guarding against it. Oh, he's trying to fight back. Oh, no, instead gave up the striking. Wow, that was so close to being the end for Misha there. In just the first 40 seconds of the third round. Oh, both. Oh, swayed it, hooked the arm, and transitioned into what was looking like a rear grab. That mounted sprawl. Now transitioning again, trying to take the rear, got a rear mount. Not sure where Misha intends to go. What's that?
Excuse me, sorry.
You're good. All right, you're going for it now. Going for that Jujikatami armbar. Not able to get the full extension, got his head through. Instead, now trying to transition into a rear naked choke is Masha. Heavier competitor. Moving around, but keep it close is Du Plessis. Oh, the haymaker. Now into the side control.
Here, DC, you know he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Posture's up now. Oh, and delivers. Huge punch to the head there.
Oop, no, not able to escape there is Du Plessis.
Ground and pound strike lands.
Smack. Misha kind of just taming the beast, so to say, while he gets some of his energy back. Staying on top in that mounted position. Not really doing much other than keeping control, though now he throws in some strikes. Du Plessis not quite able to escape. Oh, it looks like he's trying to transition into that arm triangle, then both men turning around, the cage in the way. We've seen that a few times now tonight. Sometimes it's just how it goes.
Right into side control. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
such a high-level grappler. You don't see
In a controlled sprawl. Trying to pull in the leg. Indeed, he does. Now into the half mount. Half guard. Some short jabs, though. He's not quite out of deep waters yet. Even more so, this might have backfired on him. Misha in that mounted position is a dangerous man.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are
Trading various shots around the body, just trying to create an opening for one another to exploit. Now transitioning into that arm triangle. No cage to escape, but still guarded efficiently by Du Plessis.
Circunov's really bleeding something fierce now. That cut is not getting any better.
I am back.
Welcome back, sir. Swin. Du Plessis desperately tries to escape the control of Misha, albeit he has not fallen into any dire positions. Has excellently countered that. But it has been a state of maintained control for Misha. Oh, blocking those two strikes.
There are no more questions in regards to these two fighters. Both of these men have
Like, so long as he's not on all fours, so I hand it off the ground is a legal strike. Gotcha.
Went and got myself a PC.
You're nice.
Not
Oh, yeah.
sponsored.
All right. Oh, just shoved him into the cage there.
His head firmly in the cage.
Yep, transitioning, got his foot planted there. Transition, I don't see this round ending definitively. Going to time in a 4th round if a solid strike is not thrown, and it's not. Oh, it looks like he was just trying to transition into that triangle. Not able to make it happen, though. And that's rough. You don't want to break out something for the first time at the end of a round because it can get scouted. We saw it earlier this tournament with the Darce choke on Demetrius Johnson's part. Broke it out at the end of a round 2. Tried winning the round 3 with it almost immediately. Was very much scouted by the camp and countered by his opponent. So we're getting to talk to here going into the 4th round. It's where fighting spirit comes in. It's where conditioning comes in.
Could Du Plessis or Circunov make their way into the finals in this round?
That's exactly it. Only 2 rounds left to go. And both these men are doing... Ooh, you see it right there. Misha's rocked. Both these men are 1-2 good strikes away from a loss. Round 5, we may not see. Oh, yes, that high angle his head lands in. The cage wall does have give on it, but that is going to lend itself to a certain angle, to a certain impact, and especially something that can be taken advantage of immediately afterwards. Although now we see these 2 men jockey for position in half guard, half mount. Oh, instead into a side control, putting himself in between the cage. Misha once again having control over Du Plessis. This isn't looking good. If I'm the judge right now, I'm thinking the judge's favor. Misha here, who isn't quite able to get that arm triangle in. It's measured strikes now.
I personally think they favor Du Plessis.
Oh, do you think? Is exactly it? It has gone back and forth. I will say in the last round, it was almost all Misha. But in the second round, it was very much Du Plessis. The first round, it was quite a back and forth situation. So, yeah, it's looking like it can go either way in the judge's favor right now.
Oh, and a shot to the back of the neck.
And there's more control being displayed by Misha. Misha needs to keep up that pace, whereas Du Plessis, very smart to escape that. Although with arm trapped, he needed to turn that around some way or another, and his kickboxing acumen is not doing him any favors here on the ground against this BJJ expert.
Two minutes, 55 seconds on the clock. Guillotine on Circunov.
Escaping there. And now is that half mount once more? Okay, he was going to throw a strike, lost his leverage. Oh, we're here in the middle of the mat. If he can go, now might be the time to go for that arm triangle, and I think Du Plessis sees it. Oh, no. Create some distance there. He's got to, oh, there it is. Going for that triangle. Oh, but that leg captured immediately. Scouted. Very much so by Du Plessis' camp, seeing it coming. Just as said earlier, I believe that exposing that strategy at the end of a round really cost it paying off. Because that transition from a mount into a triangle choke could be a winning play this late in the fight if it's not already seen coming.
He has to get past that right arm of Misha Circunov. Just holding his head back. He cannot get past it.
Exactly it. He's keeping control
rear
over
naked
his
choke.
head and shoulder. Now we're in a rear naked position. Back control. Transitioning back into mount. And now it's again
Can't
the
get him off.
strategy. Because exactly, you can't get him off, but the strategy becomes escape from his control. Although, and there it is, going for a Darce choke. First time we're seeing it in this fight. Oh, roll through again. Trying to get. Oh, he's got the leg trapped. It's done. We're done here. He got it fully locked in by submission. In the 4th round goes Misha Circunov. Incredible showing, however, from his opponent. Dricus Du Plessis. Yeah, I was forgetting the first name. But yes, that is one half of our semifinals set. I'm sorry, one half of our final set. Misha Circunov going to the finals as projected by expert.
However, the whole right side of the tournament is all fucked up.
It is looking dangerous over there, one way or the other. There it is, the official call. And here we are now. There's our bracket once more. You can see Misha Circunov carrying X to the finals of the 37th WC. And coming up next, we are going to see Misha Imavov. Oh, I'm sorry, Massourdine Imavov representing Rhea up against Mighty Mouse Demetrius Johnson representing WRSTLwrld. Literal full foot of height advantage. Hold on, let's run that back really quickly. A 60-pound advantage by Imavov and a 9-inch reach advantage. Now again, I'm sorry, I didn't even have the bracket up for that. But yes, I read you out the statistics, y'all. We have ourselves a wild fight here. And we saw the Jesus. Jesse, you're out. Sorry, I don't make the rules, Jude. It's funny you say that, though, because Demetrius Johnson went 5 rounds in the final 20 seconds of the fight, winning by knockout after never not being in control the entire fight, be it on the ground or standing, only getting rocked a few times. And each time he got rocked, taking down his opponent, a 100% takedown success rate in his first fight of this tournament. And it was against somebody the exact same weight and 2 inches shorter to Imavov here. So it's a fight from underneath more so than it has been thus far. And here we go.
Blue corner v blue corner.
More or less, right? We got Imavov once again in the red gloves, but blue trunks. Both of them in blue trunks, so you just got to go by red corner, blue corner if you're looking for differential. If the height difference doesn't give it away. But yes, a full 12-inch height difference between these two men, a full 1 foot height difference. Now the question is, does getting bigger does his opponent being bigger than his previous one play to Demetrius' advantage, or does it work against him? Is there such thing as too big for him to conquer? Mighty Mouse in here, you see, not able to take him down there. Already not a 100% takedown rate in this fight. Imavov proving to be a much sturdier opponent, at least in the first minute of the first round. But that could just be due to having scouted his performance in the previous fight against somebody so much larger than him.
Demetrius Johnson,
But also,
just
welcome
a
back.
beast.
I just realized I did not welcome you back. Sorry, I was so caught up in the flow of it. It's just like this deep into it, I just got to keep the ball rolling so don't peter out.
Right. I just bit my tongue. God damn it.
That's rough.
Oh.
All right, and we got Demetrius up against the cage already with some heavy knees. How rude, just for that. I'm like, no, do not leave again. No.
Wait a minute. Demetrius.
Right. Looking a little dazed on the cage. It's a dangerous situation, but there's the takedown. Second time's the charm. Some short jabs. Now let's see how much ground control he can keep. We saw in his previous fight against Darren Till, it was almost all control by Johnson when it came to the ground game. Oh, a couple of shots there blocked, however. Oh, that one was struck. That one was stiff. Oh, taking that strike, countering, pushing him off. Back to the feet. Oh, interesting footwork there.
Stepping.
That was very interesting. Roya, did you leave? Okay, no. I'm just glad that I'm not leaving chat without a mod. Chopped liver today. Right. Appreciate that. But yeah, still, no, just don't go.
Don't go. We like you.
Ooh, crack out of it.
What?
Crack out of the neck. I cracked my neck.
I
That's
thought
who
said
you
I was
were.
crackling.
No worries, Craig. You were being referenced by.
Oh, I gotta go get my pizza. I'm sorry.
No. Okay. Don't lie to me, Ben. Yo, that was a heavy teep to the jaw there. That was an intense shot. Honestly, surprised it didn't expend power. You're fine. Oh my God. Oh, good. I'm glad that your power. That's a scary thing to have gone through. That's. I'd be so. I can't imagine right now. And if it's hurricane season in South Florida, I'm scared. No, you're good. I'm referencing you. Good. Sure. Video game violence. Bopped him. Oh. But now back up to the feet again. I'll go to Omega. We're in the second semifinal. Dope. Appreciate you on VOD Squad. Feel free to drop comment. Oh my gosh, that helps so much. Please, if you're watching on VOD, do drop a comment, y'all. Please. Yo. Bopping him in the dome, though. Trying to get out from underneath, and Demetrius maintaining control. It's only the first round, but this is looking rinse-repeat of his previous fight thus far. Imavov has to find a way out of this. I trick you to control from my mask, but Imavov already proved that he can take a lot of punishment and still fight. But exactly, this is his third fight now, and we've seen him in many situations where he should have lost, but he should not be taking shots like that to the face if he doesn't want it to be now. Going to that triangle choke, the cage is there to kind of get in the way, and is Imavov going to take advantage of that? Oh, turning over. Oh, no, that's turning into a rear naked choke, into a coquina clutch style choke. Is this going to be it? He's turning red. Oh, escapes, though. Must have been losing grip. Right back down to the full mount off of the butterfly guard. And there's the end of the round. First round over. Definitely in Johnson's favor. That right side of his face, he needs to do better at guarding. And that being Imavov, because he is getting messed up on that side. The last thing you want this deep into the tournament to have a doctor stoppage because of a repeat injury being targeted over and over. That straight jab, and then right in between the guard there, that was crucial. The body shot as well. All right, it breaks. Not really connecting with that high kick. Tagging him up is Imavov. Staying out of his reach, although that last one got him. Kick to the leg, stand it sturdy. This is Mighty Mouse. Total strikes landed in the favor of Imavov. There's an interesting statistic that helps show us that Imavov is not so much out of the favor of the judges this early in the fight, at least. The half guard.
Side control now. Oh, pinpoint ground strike by him there, and that one opened up a cut.
Demetrius Johnson on top of Imavov.
Loves punch right around the mouth, which great. The best areas for the punch just below the ear when it meets the jaw around it. Here it is. Yes. Exactly. Going again for the Darce choke. Trying to get that leg trapped. If he gets that leg trapped, this is done for. And it is. Oh my God. In the second round with a Darce choke.
Sorry, Rhea.
There's still at least one more tournament to make it happen with. But Wrestle World advancing to the finals.
The decision is inside the octagon. It resides with Bruce Buffer. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 26 seconds of round.
What do you mean retirement? What the
Due to a Darce choke, Demetrius Mighty
Stop overreacting.
Nah, it's no.
So with the target planted firmly on his back as usual, the UFC's only flyweight champion Demetrius
I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, it's okay. These are randomized. Oh wow, right into it.
And now to get us started, here's Bruce Buffer.
Someone else had to react to something as wild bed. And there it is, your 2WC 37 finals. Misha Circunov representing Hex up against Demetrius Johnson representing Wrestle World. One of these two individuals are going to be facing off against the champion. And one of these two are going to be the winner of the 37th 2. Favorite times. Oh no! Craig, don't. I think that's only going to encourage Ben's actions.
I think Ray should retire.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Where's this moment right now? And we are off to the races. And here it is, the biggest size differential. 205 light heavyweight against a 125 flyweight. Taggin going for the takedown up against the cage, saves him, saves Misha Circunov, and not for nothing, Misha has demonstrated an incredible ground game that might not be where Demetrius wants to go. Taking him down though. No.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, going immediately. Oh wow, he's getting him red very fast there. What? This really is a David and Goliath situation here.
And Demetrius is Goliath.
Pretty good book with the strikes here off of his back by Circunov.
Wild. Yeah, indeed. Oi. Keeping control here.
Strike gets home.
Great submission defense.
Both fighters pretty comfortable on
Bah,
the ground.
in the head. Misha trying to fight from underneath. We still see the majority of control thus far. This grounded situation going to Demetrius.
Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Oh, going for that armbar. He's looking to break the grip. Get it, that would be it. No, but turning it around instead. Now into half guard. Half mount by Johnson.
Submission defense is a powerful thing.
Going for some solid strikes. Oh my gosh, Misha needs to do. Oh, there it is. That is necessary to avoid.
Okay, Rhea.
Bop it, bop it. I am the gremlin of grammar, a degenerative dialogue, a chaos conversation of. Bop. Looking to create an opening. Oh, escape. Slito looks like referee Herb Dean calling the match back to the feet. Retract the you must respect. No, right back into the full guard.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle. Johnson's in half guard.
You think we see a triangle in this match?
It's possible because we know that Demetrius has gone for it a few times. Not Demetrius, I'm sorry. We've seen Misha go for it a few times. Well, transitioning now. He's got waist control. Shots. Various parts of the left side. Transitions into full guard now to Demetrius. Harass him to do the game one. I will also harass him to do the game one. Yeesh. Trading these shots. Yeah, I was going to say Misha doesn't want to stay in this position because Johnskin. Oh, I just realized this is still the first round.
It's been a long one, bruv.
Yeah, it feels like this was the second round for them. But I suppose you haven't seen it end. Demetrius has maintained control, I think, but not as much as we've seen in his previous fights. Lots of punchy. They're scrapping there.
Okay, right. I had to do it.
And there's the end of the round there. It's the least control we've seen Misha have in any of his fights. You know what's funny to me is when the characters were drawn, right after Jesse's character was announced, Hex was the one who was like, rigged.
When you're on the ground with him, you're in danger. You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to.
I'm surprised by that. I feel like Hex is not that kind of guy.
Oh no,
The
no,
kind
he's
of guy
not. He
who's
was.
rigged.
That was a joke from him, indefinitely. Oh, popped. Oh. But I just find it funny how it's come down to this.
Thanks, sweet Jesse.
And Sever. No, no, no. Not the Minoru Suzuki of the UFC. Oh, yeah.
North south.
Turning
into
around,
the
trying to
controlled
escape.
sprawl.
And does indeed escape. Ooh, got him with a kick. Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
Knocked Mighty Mouse to his feet. When as they wonder if he's going to shoot for a takedown. There it is. Oh, but turned around and he's trying to counter it. No, my God!
Wow.
Mighty Mouse
Wow.
indeed, hauling the light heavyweight over his head and down to the mat in a fell swoop, taking rear control. He's laying in some shots now. Wow, Misha's got to be rocked by that, if nothing else, by the fact that that happened. But still, in ground control in general is Mighty Mouse, not allowing that escape from Misha. Blocking some strikes thrown by Johnson. Has everyone nice enough in review? You are not physically against. You can beat a man with a magnificent mustache. Dan Severn, the wielder of the most powerful mustache in history.
He's too strong with it.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top seems to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent
Under full control now.
get back to your feet.
Circunov's in half guard now.
Controlling it. Trying to transition over now into that arm triangle.
Goes in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense. Keeping
Touch one start the bus full of orphans and exploding just from its sheer magnificence. Man's went.
got his guard pass.
And it was saved. Oh, into the Kimuras, looking like he rotated over. No, it was just transition into a half guard, into a half mount.
Snoop is a commentator?
Possibly. I think so, Mega. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
All right, so not enough action there on the ground. The referee brings the fight back to the feet.
Calling it to the mat.
He's only round 2.
Almost in range with the straight left, but that's a miss.
What happened if Hex wins? Right. Where do we go from here? Oh, and the... Wow! We saw that in his previous fight, and once again executed to perfection here. Demetrius Johnson, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, proving to be one of just the best fighters in the world. Undercut 38, Rumble Roses. No! No! No escaping, got that leg off. We're now to a half mount for Johnson.
No, it ain't happening. I'm mocking people on commentary.
Grounding and pounding away. Oh, guillotine choke would appear to be locked in. Yes, it is.
Oh, it's looking like he was
Did
going.
you just tap?
No. Looked like it, but it was not a tap. We had one cut, Ben can't compensate. And there it is, the end of the second round.
After that round, Johnson's bleeding from the forehead a little bit, so we'll keep an eye on that as the
I can commentate Rumble Roses.
do his work and get it under control so it doesn't bleed down into the fighter's eyes. All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round.
Yeah, that left overhand.
In the previous round, they were both
Powerful, but sprung right back to his feet.
this punch right here that sits
Yeah, that was right behind the ear.
that the power is
Maybe a half step closer, and that was the end of the fight.
ability to damage him.
That being said, though, this is probably the most dominant instance of that round for Misha.
No gloves being touched.
Oh, they are in it. So far, this has been hard to tell who's going to control this, right? Oof. Oh, you think it's so? Fair. Oh,
Round 3.
Really measuring each
4 minutes
other
30.
in these first few seconds. Not able to make purchase with any of these strikes thus far.
Oh, there's that patented leg kick. Tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Johnson. All right, so there's the
And
Oh, into the
down to the
cage.
mat. Oh, trying to get him up against the cage now, getting him in that choke. Oh, looking like he's... Yes, indeed, he does escape. Getting that leverage to escape the hold. Now into a full guard for Demetrius.
trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hip.
Waiting for the guillotine again, but he couldn't get it.
Attempt to get past his guard. Oh, good defense, yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Busted open, I believe, is the first time in this tournament. Busted open is Demetrius Martin for the first time in this tournament. Martin, not Martin. Johnson. Yes, Johnson.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Everybody makes mistakes.
Aye.
Trying to get that rear naked.
Transitions right there into that full mount.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by DJ. Ooh, it's
Oh, does he have the arm? Arm triangle?
he bails on the submission now.
Oof.
He's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Johnson's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Pull him out.
So we have crossed the midpoint in this one.
Trying to escape now, but still maintaining control now into the half mount.
Working out of the half guard here.
Up against the cage is Misha trying to find some way of escape. Oh, but right over to the other leg.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Ooh, looks like another submission attempt now.
Ooh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh, good. Oh, and there it is. Wow. And your winner of the 37th WRSTLwrld Cup, WRSTLwrld, gets the tap out of the third round. Interesting. It was like interesting variant of the arm triangle. Up against the cage, everything smoothed over. His head escaped. But there you have it. Alrighty, one moment, y'all. Going to do a full intermission break before the championship finals. I understand the tournament has been long, but what's 3 more minutes? But all the same, here waiting for the official decision. Is look at this. Who would have thought the smallest man in this open weight MMA tournament was going to be the winner of it? Alrighty. So yes, y'all. Uno a momento. I'm gonna get ourselves some music going here. Be right back. And we return. Come on.
Hello.
Yes. Sledge Hendrickson music.
You're so wrong. I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Hold on 1 second. Maybe on something. But yes, y'all, let us get into the championship match here between WRSTLwrld Cup 37 winner and champion Zoe. There it is.
Go.
Demetrius Martin. Taylor the tape against Tyron Woodley. 170 pounds, just into the middleweight division.
Wow.
There it is. A little bit more
Didn't he
experience in the
fight one
fight.
of the Pauls?
I believe. Welterweight. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's right. 170, not 171.
Woo! The chosen one.
Wild. Demetrius Martin has an incredible MMA record, though.
Demetrius
We gotta-
Johnson has an incredible. That's an incredible record.
That's what I'm saying. It's a 90. That's almost a 90% win rate. That's not Drew McIntyre. Just imagine Demetrius Johnson versus Drew McIntyre. The pop we'd get if we just saw Drew McIntyre standing there in some gloves.
That'd be heat.
That'd be so fucked up.
Tyron Woodley, or is it Tyron? Tyron? Tyron?
I
Or is
think
it
it
Tyrone?
is Tyrone. No, Tyrone, I believe it would be an E at the end. I mean, same parent
Ah.
company. Right?
Tyron. Down on the mat. Got that guillotine? No.
Into the half mount now. Into the full mount now. There's your next UFC game and vice versa. Right. In the game, at least, that'd be awesome.
That would be super dope. Get a Johnny Gargano in there. See his ass get kicked.
Get Chad Gable in there. See him kick some ass. Get Shinsuke in there. See him kick some ass. Oh.
Who do you think would translate well to MMA in the WWE?
I would immediately go to the people
Besides
who have
MMA
actually.
people?
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
because that's why I threw Shinsuke's name out there. Chad Gable is a shout. I think Chad Gable does well.
He's got a good ground game for sure.
I think Noam Dar does well. Maxine Dupree in there,
Yep.
yes. Under the Chad Gable's tutelage, she will have indefinitely developed a skill. Obafemi, oh my gosh. Now he could do amazing in MMA. I think so. Braun Breaker, shouts. That's a shout. But no, yeah, you're right, Obafemi. Although I think Obafemi would really have to cut some weight because I believe UFC doesn't. It caps at 265.
Oh wow. What is
Yeah,
he now?
so like there's a lot of like wrestling heavyweights that would have to cut weight to compete. Well, not a lot anymore, but like back in the day, like pro wrestling's concept of a heavyweight and pro fighting's concept of a heavyweight were two very different things. I do believe not too long, not some time ago actually, there was talks of breaking the heavyweight division into two divisions, the heavyweight and the super heavyweight, for the sake of the fact that it was such a wide window. But I think that it's just something they stopped deciding on. They decided against. Mark Coffey More coffee would translate well. I hear that. These body shots now. Non-title fights. It's 266. Okay. That's an interesting note. Backing up now is Demetrius. Oh, kind of caught him on the way in. Down to the 90 seconds of this first round.
Oh. Oh, what a shot. Another shot from Tyron Woodley. Oh, but the uppercut from Demetrius Johnson.
What? Bopped him and then weaved. No need. Okay, blocked that Superman punch. Yeesh.
Oh, and he lands another leg kick there. He's already landed several in this round and really starting. Look at that finisher.
Keeping control and keeping his distance is Woodley. But something tells me it's just a matter of waiting for the first man to make a mistake. Looks like it was Demetrius getting tripped up there. Caught hard with that kick. Shooting for the ankle. Escaped, though, by Woodley. Dangerous waters to be in.
Can you do an ankle lock in the MMA?
Yes.
Whoa.
You can do theoretically any
Woodley.
submission in the MMA. You just have to be... It's just a matter of, like, what's practical.
Like, a crossface would be kind of practical, would you say, Leah?
Well, it's a matter... Practical in the moment. Like, how are you going to get that in?
I don't know, just like how...
That's not how you do it in pro
Would you do
wrestling, though, because in the moment of, like, bringing someone's shoulder down in the mat like that, the pro wrestler is letting you do that to get to the next phase of the move. An MMA fighter is not even trying to let you get through that step of the submission. That's why you wouldn't theoretically see a figure four lock happen, because, like, who's going to sit there and let you do the little twirl and shit? If they're that out cold, why is the fight still going on?
Yeah,
Right? Just do the little boogie and the dance and shit for 15 seconds? Like, what the fuck's going on? And you see, that's what I want to see from MMA be adapted to pro wrestling. I want to see less pandering to the crowd, be just less transition through. I want to see more grittiness in the execution of moves. Me busting out a cattle mutilation in my UFC debut, right? Like, if you could get somebody's arms behind them like that, that's wild. If you could flip over with that leverage, that's amazing. But there's a reason why you've only seen, like, a handful of power bombs. There's a reason why you rarely see a German suplex, because a lot of times it's hard to execute these things.
Wild Fraser Omega.
No, I'm here for it. I'm an expert of cattle mutilation. That's why I'm banned from all farms near farms and my. I was like, farms? Why? Oh. Yeesh, this is not good for Johnson. He's got to find a way out of this. He's taking those shots to the head excessively. Oh, he's got to block this ground and pound. Woodley is bringing the heat. Johnson is not too familiar in this under these circumstances in his last 3 fights.
If anyone's bringing the heat, it's Jey Uso.
I said heat. So Craig, but only in Denmark. I don't know why that bombs me. Just in one specific, same for me, but in a specific location.
Yeah. What if it goes to a draw?
There is no that seldom happens. Like something, usually a draw happens because of a no contest, not because of anything else.
Like a double knockout?
That's only happened once in recorded MMA history. Fight started, they came right out and tagged each other immediately. Both went out. It was so fucking hilarious. Now that I'm remembering it, it was fucking iconic. Also, a really good joke, but everyone disapproves of what's had. No, Greg.
Oh no. The one time I do it with no boxer shorts.
The referee reset the fight here. Looking like they're standing off. That's where they was fighting with just looks. Maybe MMA guy. Still a dad joke. No, Omega, that's not at all. What? No, that's not what that's implying. Wild. I hear you, but like, ooh. That's oh, the Kimura transition there now to the half mount.
Bit of a wild joke, I'll be real.
Yeah, my guy, that's pushing some boundaries with a joke like that. Oh, you trying to shove him? Trying to shove off that arm? Maybe trying to pass him to Northbound.
Okay.
Let's not do that, Omega. Come on now. You really think? This half. Not really able to escape this half mount here.
This is round 2. 40 seconds left.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Way into the side control yet again.
Strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into a guillotine, but the opponent turned
Aye.
opposite side.
Those extra shots to the head. And there it is, finally able to transition into that north-south position he was looking for, although gives it up.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
All right, round 3 coming up next.
And that's the end of the round. So another Mighty Mouse. Ain't looking so mighty at the moment. That being said, he did have some control. Fair enough, Greg. I hear you out.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC.
Yeah. Oh, that was a rough shot.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Ooh. Yeah, they caught him right in the jaw there. Another shot or two like that could win a fight.
Third round underway. All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. That was some serious precision striking on display in the previous round. Found his openings upstairs and closed the show.
That takedown and control that made his career, right? That's a very fair shout. And honestly, he needs that against someone like Demetrius Johnson, who's been demonstrating throughout this entire tournament how much he excels in his takedown game. Now got him blocked up against the wall. Oh, and the suplex over to the side, over to the mat.
Hit him with an attitude adjustment.
I don't get why he isn't just kicking him in the head as hard as he can. Like, why are you being so stupid? The fucking
Yeah, right.
the armchair coach.
Right. Have you seen that video where the guy's at a UFC event and he gets up and
Rip
he's
his fucking dick off. Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Grab his dick and twist it! What?
What?
Twist his dick!
Yeah, he's like, whoa, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Twist his dick. I'm gonna bring that up. Yo, looks like he's gonna go for that arm triangle. We saw him get him with a side choke there in the finals.
Tyron Woodley.
Great ground and pound by this man.
We need
Like ground and pound.
Johnson needs to get out of this position. This is rough to be this late in the fight. Control over the head, escaping that though.
Oh my
Dude,
God,
this
dude.
is an MMA fight, dude.
Oh my God.
Yes, this. Attempting to get up, grounded once more, and a hefty shot he can't take. Because the station which I said is remembering this. They got this is a wild night, right? Woo! We still got Rampage later, y'all. As if this hasn't been one. Oh, his head was pushed up against the chest. That's rough. His head's getting twisted
that
around.
looked like hurt.
Oh my gosh. That's a way to ground your challenger.
Playing dirty is Tyron Woodley.
Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Bop him. Bop him. Fighting from underneath his mighty mouse. As you would expect in a tournament like this. But imagine how
We got a
poetic
text
it would be.
here.
It is very likely. Oh, we got some blood, and I think the referee's calling it either calling a fight reset. Yeah, it's calling a fight reset. Looking like he wasn't much going on over there in the eyes of Herb Dean. Just thinking that we might have had a doctor come in to check on the situation because of the excessive bleeding, but Herb Dean believes they can go. He's going to let him go. Rampage has... Billy got with some blood and guts gear. Oi! Bopped him in the jaw. Something fierce with that uppercut. But hooked and was handed back a few shots from Woodley. These two men throwing stones at one another. Wearing the same shorts? Not exactly, but they are wearing both. They're both wearing tight blue shorts. I don't know what they're called. I was guess trunks. Called trunks. But yes. Looks like these two men are standing off, catching their breath, probably measuring one another. Both of them perhaps waiting for something to counter rather than throwing an initial strike. The colors on them are close enough. Yes, it's slightly different shades of blue, very slightly. But yeah, you look at you then go by the gloves. We got red corner Mighty Mouse versus blue corner Woodley. Venom trunks with the same Joseph sponsors and gyms, yeah. Oh yeah, no, it is the same shade of blue.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can
Greg's
tell
right.
with the
Yeah, with them being with the trunks being right next to each other, you can see them stacked. It's literally like the same shade. These body shots are rough though, wearing it on, and there is the end of the third round. We got ourselves a lengthy fight. We know Demetrius Johnson can go the distance. He won in the final 20 seconds of the fight in the quarterfinal.
oh,
Yeah, Mighty Mouse is gonna. If this is looking like the judges are gonna be on his side if this goes the distance.
Trying to react when the punch is already coming, and that's not working. If he takes many more of these shots,
Woodley's imagine he's got to go. He's got to hope for a ground and pound or a lucky submission to get the win here. Stand off. Superman punch not really landed in there. He's not flush. Contact block there
kick.
and the kick. There's a little sneaky block from Mighty Mouse. Stopped him. Shot for the leg. Escaped, however. Traded checks there. Oh, that step off cage strike. Just missing. That could have been a finishing blow if connected, though. Now going for the Jujikatami. Is able to get the extension. No, the head escaped from Mighty Mouse. However, turned it upside down. All right, rotating around and now into side control. Very smart escape by Mighty Mouse and not just stop when flipped over there. So maybe they can't. I know whatever I'm missing from that.
He said that he was ready for everything that would be thrown at him. In that position, he showed that and proved it.
No, I think Dara said, twist that dick.
No. Oh. That's right. Gotcha. Okay. I'll follow.
Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Tyron Woodley.
Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Yeesh. Strike to the head there from underneath. Still trying to get up, but I think taken back down.
Well, he's staying. Whoa! And very effective with the ground and pound.
Evans and Dara Hawk, big hearts for Dara.
Yes.
The deep drain.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he
Wild.
Well, looks like Woodley's back in full mount. Wow! Lands the ground and pound strike.
Oh. Oh, he swayed into that strike. That was rough.
Oh,
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. All right, so the cut. Wow.
Hooks. No escape.
Under 2 minutes to go in the round.
So rough position. Remind him has to be in, though, however.
Got the full mount. Wow.
minute 42 on the clock.
Oh, good grounded.
Who do you got here, man? I don't think I asked you.
I'm thinking that Johnson's going to get the win here. But
Got the full mount.
there have been times where I've really been doubting that. And then going again for that
Oh.
armbar. And able to make it happen. Yep. Got the head escape. Oh no, that was almost the end there. Oh, he's rocking him back and forth, trying to create himself a new opening. He saves that rear naked choke into the rear. He's got the rear guard there. Not quite, actually. On sprawl. Now got a waist control. Oh, it's over. Now to the full guard is Woodley. Champion looking. Gets some control over an arm there. Does know in town. Back to the barely throwing punches. Yeah, he might be gassed here this late into the fourth round. It's not impossible. In fact, it's very likely.
Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking.
Oh my God! Oh no, he's here! Oh, he's still here. Oh, it just teetered up. Herb Dean was probably about to call it. He's still there. Oh my gosh, that would almost have been it. Tagged him underneath the jaw at a very unexpected time. Mighty Mouse nearly fell, but still alive in this fight, albeit barely. Now underneath the side control, belonging to the champion.
Well, side control to me is like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling.
3, 2, 1, and round 4 is over. We're heading into round 5.
Wow. You have to believe that that was Woodley's round. Yeah, exactly, Craig. I was just thinking that 2 rounds in the favor of each man. It's coming down to this final round one way or the other. Whether it's by finish Whether it's by stoppage, whether it's by judge's decision. It's coming down to the wire.
This is a major championship match. What, unlike any of the others we've had before, this is one of the most major championship matches we've had.
That's exactly right. There's so much stakes. It's coming down to the wire. Look at both of these men limping out to the center of the octagon. Barely here. Broken and battered. Battering each other. Two of the best in their weight classes. Matching. Oh my god.
Umanga!
We are in the first 30 seconds of the final round of the championship fight. WrestleWorld once again claim his own throne. Or will Zoe once again retain? I hope we get the KO glitch where the dude KO'd can turn into a glitch copter fight. Oh no, this is looking bad. Oh, caught him on the arm there with that kick. That kick could have been the end of it all if it landed flush. Mighty Mouse needs to avoid strikes like that. Going for the takedown. Oh, but not keep a hold of that leg. Oh, blocking both those strikes. That third elbow caught him though. Depth perception's off. Oh, he caught him with those two upper jabs. Oh, taking him down. He's got the head in control. Looks like he's shooting for the darts. Oh, but taken half mount is Woodley, escaping it very intelligently as we've seen the Darce choke get the win for Mighty Mouse in this tournament already.
Woodley,
we haven't seen it in this fight.
Is firmly is in control here. There's still 3 minutes left on the clock.
No, that's exactly it. I don't think either of these men want to go to the decision because I don't think either man can be confident in getting the win by a decision. Okay, not escape up against the cage. This is neck and neck, quite literally. Now, the fight getting reset. Both men back to the other side of the octagon. This is a championship fight in its final round. Oh, he caught? No. Oh, that uppercut.
Oh!
You look like he hurt. Petering back. Oh, blocking that kick. Had it coming ahead of time. There's the takedown. In control thus far. After the takedown is Mighty Mouse Demetrius Martin. Got that half mount. Look at that arm. Swept him back down. He's trying to keep control. If he can, at this point, it's looking like it's going to go to a decision. If I'm Mighty Mouse, I'm trying to just take control of the fight rather than winning it. Because winning at this point, shooting for what would be a risky enough play to get a win at this point, when it's this neck and neck, could just as easily cost you.
Absolutely. This championship match is about everything. This is about the 2WC. This is about the championship. This is about everything that we stand for.
Absolutely. Yes. Referee Urban doing a great job. Agreed.
Woodley has to be in trouble here. Wait a minute. He beat Misha Circunov with his move.
Oh, he's looking like he's... Oh, transition. Oh, going instead for a rear naked choke. Escaping. We got a north-south guard here.
They are beating the shit out of each other.
Oh, this is rough. Just trying to wear each other down as we're coming into the final minute of this fight. The referee saying, no. Said, no, we can't have this be all that's left. Clock pause. We got 58 seconds left on it. These two men are going to go at it. We saw Demetrius Martin win and scored a final match in the final 22 seconds of his fight. It's come down to the wire,
47,
shooting for a takedown.
46.
Oh, and he got it against the cage, but he got it. No, pulled it back out. This is Demetrius Martin. They're so exhausted indeed, and you can see Mighty Mouse trying to. Oh no, this is a rough into the Darce choke. Oh, he's got to push off the cage. He's pushing himself off the cage. You can see he extended. Oh, might have turned it into a gator choke there. Escaped, however, to north-south guard. Now into a controlled mount. Into a controlled sprawl, rather. Let's run to the waist and the side control. And here we are in the final 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it's
there
over!
It is. It's over. To the judges for the first time in this tournament we go. Ooh, you see both of these men really taking each other off their feet with these kicks. This might have been the most attritional fight this entire tournament. Oh, we all thought that was it right there, but you see Mighty Mouse immediately come to, knowing where he was. And referee Irv Dean, the expert that he is, knew that that was not the end of the fight. Let it be. Oh, you see it. Woodley's looking confident. Mighty Mouse is looking a little concerned. Out of the judges' go. Mean this. I have this scored 47-47. That's so fucking wild.
Tyron
Wow. Tyron Woodley's giving it. Can't believe it.
And still, champion is Zoe.
Wow. Once again, there you have it, y'all. The winner of the 37th 2WC was WRSTLwrld, but still your champion. Decisions by Zoe. I'm guessing it's because of the knockdown before. That's what I'm thinking. So too, Craig. That was the most. That was the closest to a clean finish we had. So I think that's where that comes from. So yes, y'all. There you have it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us for the supersized edition of the 2WC, and looking to be back in form as normal on Tuesday for the 2WC 38. Stay tuned to the Discord and to WRSTLwrld Promotions on Twitter to find out what the next tournament is going to be, as the next game will be determined by the champion, and we will see the stakes laid out. For there will be either a set amount of time or set limit for the tournament. Heart the post to get in. That's pretty much it. But otherwise, we ain't done here at WatchaMania for the night. Get your rest. Enjoy your SmackDowns if you're about it, because we're on live for Rampage about 2 hours. So if you could join me there, that'd be wonderful. I know we used a lot of energy, though. I totally get where you're coming from. I'm about to scarf from some food. But yes, y'all. Until next time, I've been your host, Avi Devin.
I've been your co-host, Benno Mamino.
Happy wrestling, y'all. Peace.